The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 286. We record on December the 7th, 2019. I am one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend, Henry Merrill from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Welcome back, Gunny.
Yeah. Ready to talk some video games.
That's right, partner. Yeah. Welcome, Gunny. Welcome.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah. And from Little Ohio, The Mayo.
Little Ohio, geez. When will we ever grow up?
I don't know. You guys are just little. It's just stuck.
Just because we don't take like 15 hours to drive down our state, why do we got to be little?
Gunny, it takes like 2 fucking days to go down California.
I can go from Mexico to Canada. Wait, I can't do that. I got to go through Oregon first.
That's right.
Washington.
Yeah, partner. Yeah, Little Ohio, man. I mean, okay, what's Ohio's motto? What's their thing? Like, oh, the corn in Ohio.
Oh, I don't remember. You can put me on the spot.
Ohio, we got lots of farms and
what's the name of your state
drugs.
tractor?
I think it's with God, all things are possible.
Really?
I haven't been in junior high in a while. But
Isn't that Arkansas?
No, Arkansas is thank God we're not Mississippi.
I remember we have a lot of stuff of birthplace of aviation, actually.
Oh. You guys are fancy down there. Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I kept saying that's a flyover state. Little Ohio.
There's no way you kept saying that, Gunny. Don't say that. Yeah, y'all clever and shit. That's why I said that. No, you fucking didn't. Anyways, and our fourth host from somewhere in America, Gersham. Welcome.
Howdy.
Where are you from?
I'm the South. Just the South. Currently, I'm in Arkansas, and I'm probably going to be here for a long ass time.
The South.
And I just looked it up. Our official state motto is "Thank God for Mississippi."
Oh man, that's rough.
It's rough. We're 49th. They're 50th.
Damn.
God bless them.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. At least you know your motto. Mayo doesn't know his.
No, I don't even know it.
He calls himself a big Ohioan. He doesn't even know the motto of the state. Look at that.
He knows the Buckeyes, but he doesn't know his motto. Come on.
That's right.
It's probably
Go Bucks.
something to do with the Buckeyes, knowing them.
Yeah.
The biggest thing in Ohio is the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Gersham's right. It's with God, all things are possible. Is our Ohio motto.
Damn, you scored it on the first try.
I got bonus points and shit for that. I was an overachiever in 8th grade. I'm not anymore though. No worries.
Yeah, because you guys are the ones passing all the crazy laws about fucking abortions and all that stuff, huh?
Who, Arkansas?
No, Ohio is.
Oh.
Yeah, Ohio got all them crazy laws, Mayo.
That's the Bible Belt down there, baby.
Y'all got them crazy God laws down there. Mm-hmm.
Partner.
You would.
You guys are probably gonna ban that Jesus Christ game. It'll be banned in Ohio.
God, I want to play that so bad. I want to bring that to church and play that.
Anyways, people, you can follow us at Twitter at _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes, on Stitcher, thumbs that shit up. On Google, leave us a review there as well. Leave us a review on our Facebook page. That's Horrible Gamers Podcast. We have a page on Facebook. That's right. We're fancy. And we have a closed group, so that means anything you post in that group cannot be seen by people that are not part of the group. You join that group. You answer a few simple questions. If you do not answer the questions, your ass is not getting accepted. It's plain and simple. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care. You could be Donald Trump, and I ain't gonna accept you. So, yeah. How about
Plot
that?
twist, one of the questions is asking for nudes.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. The D. What's the D is the question.
Cemetery man.
You can support the show over at Patreon at patreon.com/horrible gamers like our friends Adam Sunday, Alan Maybe H, Bo Sassone, Bill Garner II, Brandon Willier, Brian Capessa, Chad, The Commandalorian, David Snyder, Dirty Bite, Evan Tanaka, Henley M, Jesse Kraft, John Jerome, Jonathan D. Hall, Marcus Polanco, also known as M. Polo, MacMod, Nipron, Pork Chop Poo, Robbie Wheat, The Mayo, Subbaiter, and Vader Holic. Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being Patreon machines.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, you can also support that show, Mayo. You can also support the show by going over to Stitcher. On Stitcher, you can listen to some of your favorite shows ad-free with Stitcher Premium, like My Favorite Murder, Wolverine the Lost Trail, which I've been listening to this week, and that show is actually really good. It's just like, it's not about Wolverine like you guys may think it is. It's about like these two detectives that are like, they're like in this Alaskan fishing village, and they're like, what's going on with all these deaths? These people are all cut up and shit, like, what the fuck? And the sheriff is like, oh, don't worry. There's them big bears out in Alaska. They got attacked by the big bear. A big bear got him. And then, like, the two detectives are like, we don't think this is the bear. We know it's something else. And it makes me think they're not, like, cops. It makes me think they're, like, some kind of, like mutant hunters or something. You know what I mean? Like there's some kind of like mutant.
The voice of them?
Like no, like the way they're acting. It doesn't seem to me like they're like FBI agents or something. It seems to me like they're like mutant hunters or something. Like people that are like capture mutants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Like
in this,
Men in Black.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Like they're like the Men in Black. Like they capture like the mutants. So like the mutants that are doing crazy shit around the world. Because in this universe, it seems to me like the people know about mutants and they know about like people that have crazy powers, but like most people are just normal humans, and they're like, fuck those people. Like, there's none of those up here in these Alaskan fishing villages, and ain't no mutant around here. Just us good old American folk drinking beer and fishing. You know? but the Wolverine is up there fucking shit up. Just he's killing people and shit, killing all kinds of people, and these guys are trying to figure out why the fuck he's killing people. And it's a really good story. It's like acted out. Like it has like sound effects. It reminds me of kind of like, I would say the No Sleep podcast, but maybe a little bit better quality because it's more scripted. You know what I mean? Even than that. So it's really well done, and it's exclusive to Stitcher. So go listen to that over at Stitcher. Sign up for Premium. With Premium, you get access to Stitcher Originals, such as that show, bonus episodes, comedy albums, and so much more. It only costs $4.99 a month and $34.99 a year. You could go right now, Gunny, right now to Stitcher.com/premium and sign up today. Using promo code HorribleGamers, you get 1 month for free. That's right. So use promo code HorribleGamers, all capitals, no spaces. You get your 1 month free on your plan. Yeah. Go.
Stitcher's good.
Go right now, Gunny. Go do it. Go.
I'm on the Stitchers right now. I got it on my iPad and my Google Pixel phone.
No, speaking of Stitcher, and speaking of iPads, on your iPad, Gunny, you can head on over to Redbubble. In Redbubble, you can go to Redbubble. Go right there. Like me, I'm just...
Got it. I got the app.
You there? Okay. Search Horrible
Oh, he's got
Gamers.
the app. He's fancy.
Bam. Well, you recommended it, Mayo, so I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Search Horrible Gamers, Gunny. Go. Do it. Horrible Gamers. And then once you search Horrible Gamers, you're going to see a guy wearing our t-shirt on like a logo of our shit on his t-shirt. You click on that dude. Once you click on him, you can find over 70 items to buy, Gunny. Over 70 items to buy in the store right now. There's tons of things in there. Tons of things. Native told me he's going to get the mug. We'll see if that order comes through here pretty soon. Native wants to get that mug. He said, You know why, Gunny? Because you got the mug.
Oh, yes.
And he says,
I was using that today. I put my protein drink in there today.
Yeah, that mug is pretty fucking fancy. So, that's right. Get the monk, people. Get a cell phone case. You get a cell phone case, Mayo. You get a
Yeah, I need to order
blanket.
myself a T-shirt yet.
You want a blanket, Mayo? A comforter? A spiral notebook? Just have a spiral notebook. Yeah. Anyways, head on over to Redbubble and support this show by buying gear. And people, like I'm telling you, like Mayo said, if you just give them like a random email address, these guys will send you fucking coupons like every other day. I have them on my thing.
I have been getting those emails lately.
Yeah, I have them on my thing because I had to sign up for it, right? Because I had to make the account or whatever. And sure enough, like every fucking week, like last week I got a coupon for like buy $30 worth of shit, you get $10 off. So use this code for $10 off, and sure enough, it works. And like all these things, like
Be a fool not to take a deal like that.
yeah, like hey, get 50% off of your order. Use this promo code or whatever. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Get free shipping. We use this code. It's like, wow. So lots of stuff is actually pretty cool when you sign up for the Redbubble alerts or whatever, because they actually do give you pretty good coupons. So go check it out, people. Redbubble. Horrible Gamers is our name in there. So go find us. Go buy some shit now. Go.
Go get the clock and the block and the blanket.
And the sock.
No rocks. You won't find them there, but you will get free shipping.
Yeah,
Find
Or
the promo
Glocks.
code.
shipping. Free shipping. Anyways, gentlemen, let's get into video game talk. Oh, wait, no. Got to give a shout out to our friends over at Fowler and Twistix for break out the intro song to the show. And broke for free for Night Owl, the outro song to our podcast. Now, let's get to talking about video games. Gentlemen, big development this week on the Call of Duty front. What's that?
I was talking to a buddy, Jesus, about, I don't know, he was talking about he got the season pass or what have you, and how they messed up the playlist.
What?
Is that what you're going to talk about?
What
The new
what do you mean they messed
playlist?
up the playlist?
That's what he was saying, that
What are you talking
whatever
about?
that map was, it's supposed to be active 24 hours.
Oh, no. Okay, so you know how usually, like, when that first map came out, Shoot House,
Shoot House, yes.
that was 24. They had a 24/7 playlist called Shoot House 24/7. Well, of course, when the new season pass thing came out, you got to pay $10 for it. They added a new map called Crash, and that's a remake from the Crash in Modern Warfare. So it's a remake of that map. So they added that into the game, but now they switched out Shoot House for Crash 24/7. And people were kind of pissed because they liked Shoot House 24/7. It's kind of like a Nuketown map. It's really tiny. Like I would say it's even smaller than Nuketown. It's really fucking tiny. And so pretty much people were used to playing Shoot House 24/7 just to rank up or whatever, or just to fuck around. And when they switched it to Crash 24/7, people were kind of pissed. They say Crash is not a good map. They don't like it. Personally, I think Crash is a better map. But that's just me.
I mean, is there, not without looking at the interface of the game, is there any way to just kind of please everybody and just have them both running?
Nah,
All the time?
Either you're gonna have one or the other. You don't want to split up your base that much. You know, they're already splitting it up by putting those people only in that one map. But it is what it is. Whatever. It's not a big deal. People make it such a big deal. It ain't a fucking big deal. Just go play the fucking game, you fucking crybabies.
It's like when they nerf a gun, people want to jump off a bridge. I don't know. It's just, it's crazy.
You gotta have
People
something
are
to
nuts.
complain about sometimes.
So wait, hold
Yeah.
on. Can they only play one map? Is that what the issue is?
No, the issue is that they switched the map. So, like, there's a playlist called Shoot House 24/7, which was for the Shoot House map. And when Crash came out, they switched it to Crash 24/7. So they took out the Shoot House 24/7, replaced Shoot House with Crash. And people were mad about that. They were like, oh, where's Shoot House 24/7? Where's Shoot House? And then people complained enough, and they switched it back to Shoot House 24/7. So now if you go on Call of Duty, it's Shoot House 24/7 again, not Crash 24/7.
Yeah, what a thing to bitch about.
Yeah, right. Like, it's a fucking map, dude. Anyways, the new season came out. I actually bought into it. It's $10. That's 1,000 COD points. So right now they sell packs of 2 500 packs. So a 500 pack of COD points is $4.99. A $10 pack gets you 1,100 COD points because they give you 100 for free. 20 pack gives you 300 free COD points, so you get 2,300 or 2,400, I think. And then, of course, a $50 pack gets you like 5,000 COD points, and then a $100 pack gets you like 10,000 COD points, whatever. It is guaranteed in the season, though. If you beat the season, if you get the 100 levels during the season, which lasts 60 days, that's shorter than both Apex Legends and Fortnite. Just to let people know out there, that is shorter than both Apex Legends and Fortnite. Anyways, if you do reach level 100 in the season, you will get your money back and then some. You get like 1,300 coins back. So, I mean, I think I'm gonna beat it. So, yeah. The first 20 levels are free. First 20 guns are free, or for something like first 10 or 15 guns are free. They're part of those first 20 levels. Once it gets beyond those levels, you don't earn any more XP towards those levels. You don't get anything unlocked after that. So unlike Apex Legends or Fortnite, where you can just play the whole season and get the 100 levels and get some free stuff up to the 100th level, that doesn't apply to Call of Duty. You only get free stuff up to the 20th level. Beyond that, you have to pay to get that stuff. So there's that. A lot of the stuff is cosmetic. A lot of stuff is spray paints, gestures, watch skins, skins for your weapons. We've seen the blueprint thing where you have blueprints for certain weapon types. So, like, if you don't have attachments unlocked for a gun, you can just put a blueprint on it and it'll give you those attachments. So, lots of blueprints are in the game for LMGs, sniper rifles, pistols, etc. I want to say I'm level like 10 or 11 or 12 in the season pass. So, I'm not super, like, far into it, but I'm going, slowly but surely. And, yeah. Ask me anything, guys. This is an AMA of Jesus Call of Duty experience. Yeah.
How many gold guns do you have?
2 now. 2.
Oh, it's up to 2.
What?
Mm-hmm. Now what's up, Gunny? Catch up, motherfucker, you. Yeah.
Damn. I'm still on my like bronze gun here. My copper gun.
So, as stated last week, my goal was to get the AK-47 gold. Because, who doesn't want a gold AK-47? So, I ended up getting that gold. Now I'm working on... I don't know yet. I don't know what gun I want gold next. I'm just kind of fucking around with all of them now to see which one I like. So, I don't know. But it's fun, like, going after these guns to become gold, because it forces you to play so differently with a different gun, you know what I mean? Like, at first I'd hated the AK, and now it's like my favorite fucking gun. I'm like, I fucking love the AK. Best weapon ever made! And, and I used to hate it. So I don't know what the fuck I'm going to use next. I just don't know.
What about pistols? Do you ever use them?
Yes, I play a lot of hardcore, so I'm using pistols often. And sometimes, if you play your cards right, a pistol will actually be the best gun in the game in hardcore. You just run around and one-shot people. If you're really good with the pistol...
Right. Yeah.
If you're really good with the pistol, you can fucking destroy people. You can destroy teams, man. You can, like, make people rage quit with, like, just killing them with pistols. People get so fucking mad and fuck you, Jesus! I had this girl screaming the other day. She was fucking screaming, like, pissed off because I kept killing her, and she was, like, the top person on their team or whatever. But no matter what her team did, they would, like, legit all gang up on me. And I'd fucking pull some John Wick shit and just fuck everybody up. And they were every time I killed them, I could just hear them on the kill feed talking like, fuck that guy, fuck, he's over there. They were just cussing me out. I was like fucking laughing. At the end of the match, we won. I got like 30-something kills. Died like 10 times or something. Yeah, they were pretty fucking pissed.
It was like a Jonathan moment all over again.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, it's kind of weird how people keep complaining about how this Call of Duty is too hard because it's skill-based matchmaking now. It's not connection-based matchmaking. So, like, for example, if you do really good, you're going to be teamed up against people that are really good. The problem is, I don't find that issue. I feel like I'm teamed up against, or put against people that are, like, in my skill level, and it actually feels pretty good. Like, I don't really lose often, but when I do, I feel like, okay, like, I lost that because, like, either my whole team was just shit, or I wasn't playing up to, like how I should have been playing. Like, we lost that for a reason. It's never like, I never feel like I lost that because of some fucking hacking bullshit. You know what I mean? Or some dude had an aimbot or something. Like, it just never feels that way, It always feels like I lost fairly. And I like that. I like to know that I lost because some dude was actually better than me, not because he just got lucky. And of course, there's moments where you feel like that person got lucky, but whatever. Like, it's Call of Duty. It's going to happen. So, I just don't get why people are complaining about skill-based matchmaking. That's like, I want skill-based matchmaking. You know, I want people that are on my skill level to be fighting against me. I don't want to be fighting against noobs or new people, you know what I mean? Because you put me in a lobby full of, like, level 1s that people that just got the game this week, I'm going to have, like, 50 fucking kills, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I never understood that complaint either. Like people complain about matchmaking you with people with similar skill. I think that's how you're going to improve.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be challenging for you. And why do you want to sit there and play against people that are of a lower skill, and or like say you run into across multiple people that don't have the fundamentals in a shooter. You know, and you're like, oh, I killed a bunch of people way worse than me. You know, where you're not going to learn anything from that.
Yeah, it's just a fun game. And I had a blast playing with it last night. I played with Native. Brink showed up, but Brink's new computer kept crashing. Like, the game just wouldn't work. Like, so much for a new computer, man. He's like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But apparently he's not the only one having issues. A lot of people are having issues with it since the patch. They did a patch yesterday, which was, like, the patch was to, like, update the menus. They look a little bit more like, I don't know, they show the store shit now. Typical Call of Duty a month after release, that's when they add all the microtransactions. So it's what they did now.
Make that money.
And
yes, money.
ever since that update, he was having issues. He couldn't launch the game. It wouldn't launch. It would freeze. It would crash. It would just constantly keep crashing. He did a bunch of things and tried to fix it. It wouldn't work. And then, what's his name? Yoda the Third. He was trying to get on too, and he said he was having issues all night. And I don't get it because they both have pretty beefy PCs. Brink literally just upgraded his PC last week to a Ryzen 7, I think a 3700X, and then like a new motherboard, new case, new SSD drives. Pretty much the only thing he like reused was his graphics card, which was pretty new already. He just got that within like the last 3-4 months. So
yeah.
I mean, he pretty much rebuilt his computer, and it wasn't working. So I don't know. It just sucks. And he was like, yeah, I did it. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And then sure enough, you go to Reddit right now, you go to like the forums in Call of Duty, and people are kind of pissed off at Activision because Activision seems to be acknowledging all the issues going on with the Xbox One X. They're trying to patch that. They've been working on that. They've actually fixed it. But they're not addressing nobody that's complaining on the PC side. All the PC gamers are like, what the fuck, dude? Like, we're telling you guys our shit keeps crashing, our computers are crashing, the game's not working, this isn't working right. And it's like Activision is just silent. They just don't give a fuck about the PC people.
Yeah, you still have that audio issue where you can't hear the crossplay voice. I know Crafty was actually messaging me on Discord
Really? Like, what is
earlier
that issue?
today about that.
I don't understand that.
That was the issue I was having. Like when you're in the lobby, you couldn't hear anybody when you're playing crossplay. You can see their little microphone lighting up,
but you couldn't
and you don't hear anybody.
But they could hear you.
They could hear you. So you had to go through and change your audio and reset it back to default and all that junk. And it worked for me, but he said he tried it and it didn't work for him. So he actually just returned the game. He said there was no way for him to do any kind of ticket on it or anything like that. So he just was like, screw it, I'm just going to return it.
Yeah, so that sucks. But I mean, the game is, for me, it's a lot of fun. I really like the game. I think it's just a well done game, dude. And it takes me back to my old Call of Duty roots from Modern Warfare, the first one. And it kind of like, and it innovates on that, on those old school feeling of the game. And it just brings, I don't know, brings so much fun to me, so much joy. Just fucking people up. And it's a
Gersham,
blast, dude.
Are you into Call of Duty? Have you been playing it at all on the PC?
No. The last Call of Duty I played was Big Red 1. I haven't played one since then. I've got a few on my library, but they're one of the 300 plus games that I haven't touched. I got them in a bundle or something like that. It sounds all right. To me, Call of Duty is the FIFA of first-person shooters. It's the same thing. They just changed the number.
Yeah, I will say though, this one has a really good campaign. I enjoy the campaign quite a bit.
It's actually, it's
that was really good.
Anyways, Call of Duty, the new season passes out, all that good stuff. Your Call of Duty points, apparently, they carry over from the previous games. If you bought them in the previous games, they carry over to this game. Join the Call of Duty. Join the Call of Duty clan that I have on the. So there's an app on your phone you can download. It's the Call of Duty companion app. In there, I created a clan. It's called the Horrible Gamers. It's HGP. You can see it on there. You can just find it under the clans section of the thing. We have 9 out of 20 people that are members. We need 20 people so we can get that double XP, man. Every time you win, like in a week, they have like different challenges. For example, one week it'll be like, get 1,000 kills in team deathmatch between all of you guys. And if we achieve that, which we easily can, you get like ranked on first, second, or third place. And then depending on your rank, you get certain unlocks. So, for example, if you get third place, you get double weapon XP. If you get second place, you get double weapon XP and something else. If you get first place, you get like an hour of double XP all across the board and weapon XP across the board. So you get just double XP tokens for free. You don't gotta buy Doritos and that Mountain Dew, guys. You don't gotta buy Doritos and Mountain Dew. That's all I'm saying.
We know you are anyways.
No, but. Fuck yeah, we are. America, fuck yeah. But
can I do this from CallOfDuty.com?
Yes. No, I don't know. I know it has to be in the companion app.
Oh, okay.
So download the fucking app, Gunny, damn it. Just fucking download it, damn it. Be so lazy.
I'll go find it on the App Store. That's where I'll get it.
Anyway, so Call of Duty, guys. Yeah, well, it's good. Oh, and I beat I beat the Spec Ops missions. That was last week. I told you guys about that last week.
Yeah, and thanks for not playing hardcore mode with me, and bringing me into the fold with Brinken last week.
What?
And Native Lives Matters. Last week we played.
We played last week?
Yeah, we played Call of Duty. I don't remember what day it was, but you were like, "We're gonna go hardcore mode." I was like, "No, I won't do it."
I'm good in either mode, so it doesn't really fucking matter. I'm just pretty good across the game, and that's me bragging, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. I'll 1v1 anyone.
I was ready to rage quit.
I don't give a fuck. You say, "Oh, look at Jesus, he's bragging." I am bragging, because fuck you. I'll probably take you on in a 1v1 and beat you. That's why. I don't give a fuck. Let's be real.
Bold. That's
pretty
bold.
good. Pretty good at the fucking game. Gotta admit, Gunny, when you're fucking good at something, you're fucking good at it. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
It's like you're gonna fucking, like go against fucking an NFL quarterback and throwing the ball across the field. He's probably gonna whoop your ass. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, Gunny.
Yeah.
You're not gonna play basketball against LeBron James, right?
No.
Exactly.
Not against Curry. Hell no.
You're not gonna go and play fucking golf against Tiger Woods, are you? Exactly, motherfuckers. Pretty much, I'm really good at the game, and I just had a lot of fun with it. And last night, I was actually playing that mode that Mayo likes, that 2v2 mode, because I had to do a challenge to get 10 matches done. And so it was just me and randoms. And these two guys, they were part of like their clan was called ESA. Like the electronic fucking, what's this shit called? The one that does E3, the electronic something authority fucking.
Expo? What?
No, yeah, they do they do E3. They run E3. It's called the ESA. They run like all the video game shit in the United States. Anyways, that's what their clan tag was, and then one of them was like, their gamer tag was like ESA PlayStation and ESA Xbox. And these two guys get on there and they were talking shit.
Entertainment Expo?
Yeah, something. I don't know what the fuck. No, it wasn't E3. It was ESA is what their gamer tag is called. Anyways, the fucking these dudes got on there and like, "Hey, Jesus walks a lot. Hey, Jesus." They were just talking shit, right? Just talking shit. Just people in the lobbies, they're just talking shit. And I have my mic on, but I'm not talking shit. It was like midnight. I'm just sitting here in my chair, just like, whatever, dude. I'm just trying to get this challenge done. And they talked a lot of shit, and we barely lost. Like, literally, we barely lost. We went 5-5, and it was a match point. Like, literally, we were like tied up 5-5, and this person who won this match was just the winner. Well, they were all bragging, like talking shit at the end, and my teammate was pissed off. He's like, "Fuck you guys." He was talking about me. He was like, "My teammate doesn't even have a mic." And I had a mic. I could hear what they were saying. I just wasn't talking back.
Why didn't you 1v1 them?
No, and then they showed up on the rotation. They were my last match of the night because I was doing 10 matches. And sure enough, what happens? They come into my last match, and one of the guys is like, "Oh, there's Jesus. There's Jesus walks a lot again." And I was like, "Oh, yep, here I am again." And then they were just talking shit like, "Oh, we're the guys that whipped your ass last time." And I was like, "Okay, okay." Dude, these guys, we beat them 5-0. They didn't beat us one fucking time in that. They didn't even get, I think they killed me like once. And we fucking beat them 5-0. So I'm like, yeah, you guys just knew the other map really well. Because we were in the gulag showers or whatever. And they were doing some funky shit. They were getting on top of the lights. And like, they weren't really, the whole time we played them, they never pushed up on us. We were always the ones running to them. So that's why they kept winning, because they were just camping the corners and get up on the lights or get up on top of things and kill us. And this time when we were playing, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stand right here in my spawn, and they're going to come to me. And sure enough, they did that, and I fucked them up, dude. Oh, it was fucking glorious. It was like, it feels good to just fuck these guys up, because you know they're probably like, they feel fucking stupid because they were talking so much shit, and they didn't even like beat us once. It was just fun, Gunny. Fucking fun, motherfucker.
Awesome, man.
Yeah!
I bet you were yelling, hooting and hollering.
Oh, there was moments last night playing.
I win.
No, there was moments last night playing that 2v2 mode where I was like, "What the fuck?" And I would throw my keyboard across the room and, "Motherfucker!"
This game is broken.
Toss my fucking computer off the desk. I was fucking pissed, Gunny. I was fucking pissed. And my neighbor was probably like, "What the fuck is going on with the guy?"
Do I need to dial 911, honey? Our neighbor Jesus is going crazy again.
Throwing shit around again.
That's the second time this week.
Throwing things out the window.
Fourth time this evening.
I was fucking
I think
pissed.
he's playing that Call of Duty, honey.
There was some moments where he was just killing me with some lucky ass kills, and I was just fucking pissed. I was like, "You motherfucker, dude." Oh, and that mode is really intense, Mayo. Like, that 2v2 mode is really tense because you're like, especially if your teammate dies right away and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, you just get cornered.
No. And then one of my matches, my teammate just fucking left. The dude I was playing with, he just left. It's not we were losing. We were tied up. And he just leaves. And like the next 2 rounds, that was actually pretty fun. Because this dude just left, right? And you would think that these 2 guys are just going to fuck me up, right? The next round. The next 2 rounds, I kill these dudes within like 2 seconds when the match starts. I fucking run straight at them and just fucking both up. And that first round, it was like, holy shit. That guy just fucking ran at them like a spider monkey. And then the second round, I fucking ran at them again and fucked them up again. And then the third round, I tried to play it safe, and that's when they fucked me up. Because I was trying to hide. And they just did like some fucking SEAL Team 6 shit and fucked me up. And that didn't work out for me. I ended up losing, but still, I didn't quit like a little bitch. Fuck that. Yeah. Anyways.
Winners don't quit.
Yeah, motherfucker, you. Also, you could buy lots of skins, Mayo, and stuff in the Call of Duty store now.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
There's a fire skin, some kind of fucking ghillie suit. You could buy a ghillie suit. You could buy some other fucking suit. You could buy a bunch of other shit, a bunch of fucking things. It's all there
So this
now.
is the real Call of Duty now. Isn't it kind of funny how they wait like a month now to put the microtransactions in before, after all the reviews come out about the game?
They've done it for the last couple, 2-3 years now. So yeah,
they should just wait on the reviews. The media should just like wait and let them come out with their stuff and then release the review.
That's the problem. The media hasn't changed, and the games.
I don't think they're. Yeah,
that's the problem.
They would. They would
games,
wait.
Video games are changing, but media hasn't changed. So, I think that video game journalism, like actual writing reviews, is kind of dying, and it will die eventually. It's going to go out to like streamers and YouTubers, and it's already been doing that for the last decade. It's just there's some few big sites that are holding on. Like there's Polygon, there's Kotaku, there's fucking IGN, of course, and all those big ones that are still holding on, but it's all going to turn to like content creators and people that are giving their opinions on games, and people watching those content creators with their opinions. How do I mute Discord, damn it? I'm tired of these notifications. I'm sorry, I just can't. I just mute. How the fuck do I mute the sounds? I need to mute Discord. It's driving me nuts every time. Doo-doo. I'm tired. It's probably driving the people listening mad. Yeah, I know it's driving me mad, so I'm just gonna.
I'm not even sure how to do it on
Can't do
Windows.
shit, yeah.
Let's do this on the fly since we're in a recording here.
Sorry, listeners. I'm just fuck Discord. I'm not gonna deal with that doo-doo fucking a whole show. Anyways, a little blooper there.
We'll just chime in mid-sentence every now and then.
Yeah,
Boop, boop.
good. You motherfuckers.
We don't want you to get rid of that experience.
Yeah,
You need that in your life, man.
Other news, other things that I played, so Call of Duty, whatever. My brother got Call of Duty as well. Actually, he got it for $30 at Walmart on Black Friday. And the Walmart edition comes with like 3 hours of double XP, which is pretty cool for him. That's kind of weird, right? They get like some kind of like, our exclusive thing is we have 3 hours of double XP. Yeah.
And it's
That's just Sam Walton reaching out from the grave.
Yeah. Because you get a couple free 1 hours, a 30-minute, a 15-minute. That's what I activated when we played last week, was my 15 or 20-minute one.
And you get lots of those tokens with that season pass as well. You get like, 20 minutes of double XP or 30 minutes of weapon XP. It's just dumb shit like that, you know?
Yeah. What does the XP actually get you in this game? Because it's all aesthetics, right?
Well, no, you're still ranking up like normal Call of Duty. So you're still ranking up and you're still unlocking stuff as you rank up.
Right. So I'm a COD noob. I haven't played since Big Red 1, and I didn't play multiplayer. So I don't know. I don't know what the point of it is.
Yeah, nah. You would have to understand the way that Call of Duty has been since like Call of Duty 4. Because the multiplayer in Big Red 1 was way different. That was the one where you ran around and you actually picked up guns off the floor, right?
I assume I was like 12.
Yeah.
Or no, I was like 15, I guess.
The new one, it has like, you have a progression system level 1 through 55 that unlocks like weapons of level 1 through 55. For example, the AK-47 is the last gun you unlock at level 55. Once you reach level 55, you used to Prestige back in the day, which would reset everything and give you like a cool little badge you put on your profile thing, and it would show like, oh, you're a Prestige 1 or Prestige 50 or whatever the fuck. But it would just reset everything, and you pretty much had to go through the whole level again to 55.
So it's just to change your loadouts in the game, right?
Yeah, now there's no Prestige anymore. Now you reach Officer ranks, which is up to level 155. So once you reach level 55, you can rank up 100 more times. And those are just officer rank progressions. They're kind of just like a little badge that changes a number. And then now they have the season pass as well.
At this point.
Yeah, now they have the season pass as well on top of that, which is the season pass is completely separate progression from the other two. And the season pass gives you cosmetics and items to unlock. For example, double XP, double weapon XP, stickers, guns, shit you put in your guns, your fucking stickers, little fucking charms. Skins for your characters.
Trinkets.
Yeah, it just sounds like EP. It's just making your electronic penis bigger.
It's kind of like it's like every season pass out there, like even the ones in Apex Legends or even in that Counter-Strike Go. All that shit. It's the same shit. It's just cosmetics, isn't it?
They invented it.
Well, not just cosmetics, because in this Call of Duty you actually get guns by buying the season pass. So like you actually you do get like unique weapons to the season pass if you buy the season pass. There's weapons that you can only get by having the season pass. So technically, if you want to have all the guns in the game, you have to buy the season pass. Which some people don't like, but I'm like, whatever, dude. I like it enough where I'm gonna buy the season pass anyway. So whatever.
Fuck you for enjoying something. How dare you?
Yeah.
You and your pay-to-win game.
Fuck you, Gunny, motherfucker, you.
I don't like your pay-to-win
Your
games.
happiness angers everyone. Specifically yours.
Moving on now, guys. I played another little game called Wreckfest. Wreckfest. What you were like? What's
this? I want to play. I actually keep thinking about buying this game.
Looking to get this game.
The lawnmower races on Wreckfest are the best.
Yeah, I thought they were like go-karts, but I guess they are lawnmowers.
Just run motherfuckers over and hit them with blades. It's great.
I want to give a shout out to THQ. They sent me a review code. THQ Nordic did. They sent me a review code a few weeks ago. I just haven't got a chance to get to it. But shout out to you, THQ. I see the emails. Yeah, I got a review code for the PS4 version of the game. So I downloaded it, and first thought that came to my head when I launched the game was, like, this looks like really good. You know what I mean? I'm used to seeing games on the PC recently with like great graphics and shit. But the PS4 Pro, like, whoa, man, like, the breakfast looks really good. I was like, wow. And then, you're right, first mission I did or whatever in the campaign was that lawnmower race. This stupid as fuck. It's like 50 lawnmowers and a fucking, like, square thing. And wreck each other, and you gotta take out 5 lawnmower dudes.
Sounds like some Ohio stuff.
It's exactly some Arkansas shit. I guarantee you there's somebody doing that right now.
And you're like hauling ass with like some dude on a
with
fucking...
a beer in their hand.
Like some dude on a lawn, on like a riding lawnmower just hauling ass, and boom, you fucking ran into some other dudes. And you're like every so often your lawnmower will blow up because you take so much damage, but you'll just respawn. And the whole goal is like on a timer, so it's like a 5 or 10 minute timer. In the 5 minutes or whatever, you have to take out 5 lawnmowers.
Have you played the one where you have to wreck Santa specifically?
Oh no, I haven't. I haven't really played much of it. Then I went on to play some other of the races, the actual racing, and that's actually pretty cool because you can just fucking take people out as you're going on a fucking corner. You know, like in NASCAR games, what I tend to do, Gunny, or in F1, Formula 1 games and shit, what I tend to do as an aggressive person, an aggressive driver, my whole strategy to win a race is to haul ass, all right, go fast like Ricky Bobby, and you're going to make a left turn, Gunny. But as you're making the left turn, you do the turn on the inside, and you slam onto your opponent, and you slam them into the wall, and you keep going full speed. And this game is like, it's designed for that. Like, you just fucking slam into your fucking, like the other racers, just boom, fucking slam into them, and they're just like, the fucking car will flip over and flip around you, and fucking, like, if somebody slams into you really hard during the race, they'll become your rival. And the whole goal is, like, you have to get back into the race and try to catch up to them to make them crash. And then they'll give you, like, double XP for crashing into your rival. You get, like, extra points. Yeah. And, dude, one of my races, my car was fucking, like I was like, this would not be legal to drive in any fucking race. The fucking whole roof was dented in because I flipped it over, like, 5 times. The fucking roof was, like, caved in. They had no doors left. Like, the front wheel was sort of, like, fucking wobbling off. And
wobbling? Yeah.
The car was smoking. There was, like, smoke coming out of it. I was like, yeah, in any other race, you'd be fucking out of the race so quick. And, yeah, I just fucking... It's a fun game. You just wreck shit. You just fucking... If you ever wanted to go fast and crash into things, Mayo, is that in your blood? Is that in your Ohioan blood? Then you
guys race cars out there in Dayton?
In Dayton, Ohio, we go real fast and we turn left. And you're muted, Mayo. You're fucking muted again. You know, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, motherfucker, you.
It's a little confusing on the mute thing on there.
I know, yeah. I'm like having noisy background, so I'm like muting myself off and on. But yeah, it's a good Ohio thing. I used to love Destruction Derby on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. It reminds me a lot of that game.
That's what it reminded me of too. Yeah, about the only thing, like, this reminds me, like, I want a Twisted Metal game again. You know, like a really, like, modern one with, like, some cool shit in it would be nice. Like, make it
I saw the last one.
I want a realistic Twisted Metal. You understand what I mean? Like, I want it, like, kind of based in reality. Like, have the dude who's the killer clown with the ice cream truck, like, actually be driving an ice cream truck and be dressed as a clown. And, like, just be shooting guns out the window and shit or something. You know what I mean? Or have dudes in the back that open the back doors and fucking shoot at everybody with guns and crazy shit. I want crazy shit like that, you know?
Yeah. I was looking at the latest PSN sale, year-end sale or whatever they're calling it, and they had Twisted Metal on there from 2015. And I'm pretty sure that was the last one they made. And they did a poor job at it. I remember. Like, the reviews were crap and...
I just want like a modern one based on reality and like a realistic one.
Maybe I wish somebody would make one on the PC.
Yeah.
But put some actual money in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just see if they can get the license for it. That would be awesome. Yeah. I think a community would go nuts with it.
I was asking Jesus if he played Crossout. It's not really based in reality, but it's similar to Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I played Crossout.
Like Minecraft and Twisted Metal.
Oh,
that's an Xbox.
Yeah. That's the one you build the cars, right? You like attach the gun on them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that, but no. I want something more realistic. More. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want, guys. That's why I don't make video games. I say I want something.
You don't know what you want until you get it. That's how it normally works.
That's how video gamers work. Moving on now. Another game that I played this week, guys. I've been doing so much over the last fucking week. I've been delivering all the packages, guys.
I saw you playing that today. Did you get my request to view to watch?
I probably ignored it. I don't know. I probably didn't see it.
Thank you. Like, I want to see your broadcast, Jesus. I want to watch it.
So I've been playing Death Stranding a lot, guys. I mean, like, so fucking much. I'm up to chapter 5 now. Yeah, I'm at chapter 5. And pretty much my whole goal now is to rebuild all the roads. I made up my mind. I'm going to rebuild all the roads in that fucking game. And I've actually done a really good job. I almost have the whole highway built from one end to the other. But now I'm building the roads out to the sides, to like the cities on the sides and shit, like in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. And I came to a point today where I just fought this like giant BT male. Like this fucking thing was like a lion. It looked like a lion. It had like a fucking golden lion mane and shit. And he was like, rah, and he fucking was like probably the size of a building. He's like fucking running at me and fucking jump up and jump on me. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. I fucking pull out my gun because I have like this cool, like it's an assault rifle. And
whoa,
you unlock.
Is this like an American game now? Is this for us Americans?
Yeah, it's for us Americans.
Is it a golden gun?
It becomes an American game like in chapter 5 because you get like these assault rifles, and I got an assault rifle level 2. So level 2 assault rifle, it pretty much lets you shoot blood bullets, and that's like bullets made out of blood from Sam. And so pretty much like I fucking loaded my rifle and I was like, I'm fucking shooting this thing and it's like, fucking we're jumping up and fucking crashing into me and I'm just fucking, and I'm pulling out my fucking grenade. Like, you know, you got the blood grenades. Remember I told you guys the blood grenades from the beginning where you poop and you piss and you fucking make these blood grenades. So I'm making this blood grenade. I'm fucking throwing it in his face. Fucking explosions are happening, guys. Everything's black because, you know, the tar is everywhere. Everything's black. And this motherfucker's fucking jumping up. And I had to, you know, Mama is in the game, right? And I had to look. The thing is, Mama wanted to go see her sister. So as we were leaving Mama's place, you know, she's on my back. I got her, like, wrapped up like a caterpillar. And, all right, Mama, you're good. And I'm good, Sam. Let's go. And me and Mama, you know, we just had a very emotional moment. There was an emotional cutscene before all this, and we're walking out, and there's motherfucking, what's his name? The guy who does all the voices. There's Troy Baker. He's the bad guy in the game. He's outside, and every time you see this motherfucker, it's like, you son of a bitch, something bad's gonna happen. And he, like, spawns this, like, huge, like, lion thing, and he's like, hey, Sam, hey, Mama. I'm just here to fuck with you guys. Here's a lion, and then he pops up a lion, and he fucking attacks us, and so I kill the lion, right? Male, right? Kill the lion.
Mm-hmm.
I get all my shit, all my, like, because I had like 1,000 like ceramics, 1,000 metals. Like I had like probably like 400. Like I want to say I probably had like, no exaggeration, like 60 or 70 packages, and I had to like they were all scattered all over the floor.
And a baby.
They were scattered all over the floor. And I had to put him away in the locker of Mama's like factory building place. I had to put him away in the private locker because I can't lose that material because I took all those materials from the mules because I've been attacking the mule bases and just stealing their shit. So then me and Mama load up in a truck and we take off driving to like the mountains, which is like fucking far away. You have to go around this whole mountain in the game. So, you know, we're taking off and we're going up the mountain. Everything's good. Everything's fine. You know, we've had no encounters. We're building roads as we're headed up there. What happens? I get to a certain area where the truck is having issues going up the hill. It starts raining. It's like fucking thunderstorm. And the little, you know, every time the thunderstorm happens, the power, like all your electronics shut off. So the truck that you're driving will usually shut off real quick and it just turns off. So the fucking truck just turns off on this mountain. Like, it's the snowy mountain. It's like the truck just shuts off, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I turn the truck back on. I'm trying to go back up the hill. It's all sliding everywhere. It's like you're driving on fucking snow, right? You're just like sliding up the hill. And
No 4-wheel drive?
and then fucking, no, there's no 4-wheel drive. Fucking piece of shit truck. It's like a fucking lame-ass Dodge or something. Anyways, you're going up the hill. And then fucking, what happens? A little, fucking little arm pops up and it spins up and it shows the little BB thing flashing. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you know what? I could probably still make it through here. Like I'm gonna make it through here. Like, fuck it. I'm not getting out of the truck. I'm not like sneaking because I have a lot of cargo in the back. I'm just gonna drive on through. So I'm driving on through, and the fucking BTs catch me. And I do the thing where you're smacking them off of you, right? You're like hitting square, and you're trying to punch him, and you escape that first tar pit. And then I jump back in my truck, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go up this way. And what happens? I start going up the mountain again. And another BT catches me, dude. But this BT caught me inside of my truck, and he's pulling my truck down. And it's the lion BT again, the same fucking lion I just killed, like back in Capital Knot City or whatever. I just killed this motherfucker in front of Mama's base, and this motherfucker's back. He's like, he's like super pissed off this time because, I fucked him up the first time. And after fucking him up the first time, I had to like restock up on my guns. Like I had to like manufacture a new anti-BT pistol, a new pistol level 2, a new assault rifle level 2. But where did I put that stuff? It's all in my truck, like in the back of the truck. So I'm like, oh shit, I got no weapons to fight this thing. So I'm trying
like a camping trip I had recently.
So this fucking lion thing is like, fucking jumping. Luckily I had like 5 grenades, so the blood grenades on me. I fucking started throwing those at it, and it runs away for a bit. And I find my truck. I go to my truck, dude. I start fucking just picking up all the boxes because I don't know which one's the guns, right? I'm just picking them all up. And luckily enough, I grabbed my assault rifle, and I was like, yes. And I pull out the assault rifle, and I unload like 3 magazines into that motherfucker, like with my blood fucking bullets. I fucked him up, Gunny. Killed him again, that little bitch. Yeah. Fuck you, bitch ass lion BT.
I can just picture somebody walking in and listening to your conversation and trying to figure out what the heck you're talking about. Talking about Mama and a shadow tiger and
we was at the Walmart.
I have no idea what the hell he's going on about. I'm just like, this is all some fever dream that you're having from my view. Because all I heard was that it was piss and walking simulator. That's all I've got.
Hey, remember we talked about
information I have.
All right,
remember we talked about drugs earlier?
And then Mama, I took her to go see her sister.
About drugs a lot.
I took her to go see her sister, and I took her, and she met her sister. That's like her twin sister. But apparently she told me they were conjoined twins, and they were split up at birth. Like they had a surgery done, and they split them up. But they could still feel each other and talk to each other from like whatever distance. They could be like 1,000,000 miles away, and they could still hear each other and talk to each other and feel what each other's doing. So apparently, the reason Mama is called Mama is because Mama, guys, all right, listen, Mama had a baby. But during the time she was at the hospital to deliver the baby, there was a terrorist attack at the hospital. The terrorists that are running around with the BTs. These guys attacked the hospital. They blew it up, and Mama was stuck under rubble for days. All right? But her baby wasn't, her baby obviously, like, it died because there was rubble on top of her. But the baby became a BT, but like instead of it actually becoming like one of those black dark BTs that like kill people, this baby BT got stuck to her. So she like this whole time she's been raising this like baby that's a ghost baby in her lap. So when I went to her lab, that's why she's called Mama, okay? And then when I went to her lab, I had a cut. She gave me this new tool that can use to cut umbilical cords. And I had to cut the umbilical cord from her BB so she could leave the lab so we can go to her sister because she needs to get to her sister to convince her sister to connect the chiral network so we can keep connecting America together. And she did that for us, guys, all right? I had to take her up there, and she died up there when she got to visit her sister. She was like, sister, you need to help him, something. It was a bunch of cutscenes. And I was just like, yeah, cool. And then she just fucking died. I don't know what happened in the trip that made her die, but she died. Hashtag rest in peace, Mama. America will never forget.
Spoiler alert.
Smash that F button.
Pay respects, guys. I mean, it was pretty heartbreaking, Gunny. I mean, fuck,
Did you feel that emotional connection? And
actually, when because these are like real actors, like they're actually like actors, so they really do a good because they're doing the mocap, they're like fucking their facial expressions, and when like she was telling you to cut that like the umbilical cord from her baby, that's a ghost baby, but you're like, fuck, this is pretty like he's like, are you sure you want me to do this? And then she's like, yeah, just do it. Like we got to do this. The only way I can leave here is if you do this. And she was like crying, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is kind of fucked up. But I did it anyways, We got to connect the chiral network, Gunny. It's got to come back online. This is a weird game.
It's for the better, greater good for the country.
I'm just glad it's an American game now since we got shooting.
Yeah, it's very American.
Me of that.
Very American game now. It has guns, guys. It has cars. I mean, I can even steal people's cars. I can even steal people's cars. This is pretty much like GTA.
It's just GTA 7.
That's the next GTA game. GTA America.
Hey, this is a GTA clone, guys.
By Kojima.
There's markers on the map. I can drive to the markers. I can steal the cars. And
this is that role-playing GTA, isn't it? You're being the postal role.
Yeah.
The postman Jesus.
I'm pretty much just fucking up all the BTs. Like at this point, I don't really care. Like if I run into an area with BTs, dude, I'm just like, okay, where you at? Like I look at where my thing is flashing, like the direction that is showing me, like where the BT is, and I'll fucking pull out my BT gun. Like I have, like I said, I have an anti-BT pistol, and I have an assault rifle, and I have like the grenades and other shit that I can fight the BTs with. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, pull out my assault rifle. Let's go, BT. Where you at, motherfucker? It's like I'm hunting for BTs all of a sudden. You know what I mean? The game went from like me being scared of those fucking things to me being like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna kill all of you. Like, let's go. Where you at, motherfuckers? And then now even Mama. What's up?
Early on in the game, were you dying a lot to them? Is that how this game kind of works? And then as time progresses on, you get...
Early on, they're more of a threat to you. You're not dying a lot from them because you can avoid them. Like I said, the whole thing of the flashing arm on your chest or on your shoulder or whatever, the one with the connect to your BB, that thing, the whole point of it is to warn you of where they're at. But the problem is that the game becomes like if you get such a high level with all these places that you're delivering things to, they start giving you upgrades, all kinds of upgrades. Like I got a cover for my backpack, all kinds of cool shit. I got like a badass like new like a level 3 fucking car that can go for like ever across the whole map, and like they give you like all these upgrades, and the game becomes like to the point where you're just like, you don't give a fuck. Yeah, you have everything to beat these things. You're not afraid of anything. You know what I mean? Like even the big ass one, like that big lion one. Like yeah, he's a hard fight, but if you know what weapons to fight it with, it's just like it's easy to kill him. Like at the first time, he almost killed me, but that's because I had no weapons on me. I had nothing on me. They were all in my car, and I had to go find them. I barely pulled that off. But now it's like whatever. Like I just fuck all those BTs up. It doesn't matter to me. It's fucking weird, you know what I mean? Even the mules, like the guys that are in the game, you know, the ones that steal your packages, those guys, I just fucking run into their bases now. Like I just walk through their base. I'm like, I don't care. If you come attack me, I'll just kill all of you. Like you don't kill them, but you knock them all out. And it clears out that... You
just go punching faces and that's it?
No, you get this bola gun. It shoots out like these, like a bola, like, you know, the rope with the 2 balls, and it wraps him up around them. You just run up to him and kick him in the head and knock him out. And then once you knock all of them out, it tells you like, hey, this area is clear it's clear for now, and it'll stay clear. And while it's cleared, like you're gonna see like normal porters walking around here or whatever. And same thing with there's these guys called the terrorists. So like those guys are the ones that are like they used to be. They're the ones that actually run around blowing shit up and dropping nukes everywhere. You actually run into those guys, kind of like the mules. They have the same kind of camp where like they have a perimeter and it scans you, and if they see you, they come chasing you. But these guys, they don't just attack you with like spears and shit. They like shoot at you with real guns. So like later on in the game, you can craft armor plating for Sam. and you can have this armor plating. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I use the same tactics I use with the mules on them. I just knock them out. Because, like, it's the same thing. If you kill them, you're going to create a void out. You're going to create more BTs. You're going to create an issue for yourself in the future. So the best thing to do is to just knock everybody out. You know what I mean? So I'm just knocking everybody out. And that's pretty much what I'm doing in the game. There's an ambulance going by, a fire truck. Woo! But yeah, besides all that, guys, that's Death Stranding for me. The game is fun. There's something about it right now where I'm just like I'm fucking hooked on it, dude. I don't know what it is. It's like fucking crack, guys. I need substance abuse help.
I mean, the story sounds engaging and confusing at the same time.
The story is actually really it's actually pretty good. Like it kind of doesn't make sense sometimes, or some of the stuff makes me laugh. So I'm just like, this is so fucking Japanesey right now. It's so Japanesey. Like this shit would never been done in an American game. You know what I mean? You would have never seen this. But it's Hideo Kojima, so of course you're seeing this. And but a lot of it actually is kind of making sense. I'm surprised how much of it I actually understand what's going on. And you unlock these hidden secret fucking things that you can read the backstory on things, and I don't know, just a lot of things that are going on in the game. It's really good though. Chapter 5. I hear this is probably the best chapter in the game because it is not a long chapter, but at this chapter you pretty much have all the cool things unlocked. I actually got one of my bases, Gunny, one of the places that I delivered to, I think it's called the Engineer. That's where that guy lives. I got him up to 5 stars, Gunny, and guess what he gave me? Guess what he fucking gave me?
A book.
A star, Gunny. He gave me a star so I could put the patch.
Hey.
I put the patch on my pant legs, and now I have a little star on my pant leg, and it's like, whoa, look at me, guys. I got a sticker. What's up? I'm cool.
Look what I earned.
It's like in elementary school, you know?
School.
So like elementary school when you earn the sticker and you're cooler than all the other kids because you got the sticker.
I got a star and you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, big old star. You got no stars, Gunny. How many stars do you have, huh?
0.
Exactly.
I want a star too.
I got a star, Gunny. What's up? Yeah. Death Stranding, everybody. Woo! Thanks for keeping up with the Jesus. I'm out of here. I'll be back next week. Gunny, what have you been playing?
What did I play? Oh, you reminded me. I've been playing a little bit of that Need for Speed Heat. The new latest racing game.
Oh, wow.
I think I played 2 hours of the 10-hour trial.
2 hours.
And yeah, so far it's good. The story is pretty cool so far. Just like the last one. Hopefully I get a lot more time into this one, or at least the full 10 hours of it. And if it's even better than that, I'll make that full purchase. But I had no real issues with the controls, Jesus was talking about last week. But
are you saying I should download?
Pretty solid. Yeah, I recommend downloading it and playing it. It's like that. It's an open world game. So I can't remember if the last one was like that or the last couple. I think they're all in that same fashion. The only issue I ran into, Mayo, was where when you first fire up the game, it kind of gives you that option to say something like play online or play online or play offline or some shit like that, or play alone, right? I'm like, well, I'm going to play alone. I don't want to race other people. I'm just here for the trial to see how it goes. But it kind of kept kicking me out. It kept saying EA was like, hey, Xbox was getting that trigger that you don't own this game. You need to put the disc in or some shit like that. I'm like, I'm using EA Access. What are you talking about? So I don't know. It
so like you didn't have all the features available, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, or it wasn't like unlocking, it was probably some kind of security feature, saying, how are you playing this game if you don't own it? But it could be also, I think I've had this issue before because I game share with Ryan, where, he's got EA Access. I have it on mine. It wouldn't even let me install it in first. But either way, I was like, I don't know, maybe I just need to play online. And it's like the other games where I can see other real players online. Like they're in my game. So I heard him talking earlier. And we it was kind of cool because, you can either go to checkpoints on the map, and you get to choose whether to just play with the AI players, or you can play against other players as well, like within your game. But I only saw like 2 people on the map, so maybe that was just the Xbox count, or could have been the servers at the time. But either way, I'm just trying to rank up, so the best way for me to do it was just to play alone or against AI. And I felt like it was challenging. And I actually enjoyed like some of the tracks that they had me on. Maybe a little less actual AI traffic next time. Like I felt like they had more than like a Forza game, because that was a little frustrating.
You're like more like I think of Burnout Paradise is a game that pops in my mind right away when I see this, with a day and night cycle. Minus the crack.
I would give it that. I think Burnout Paradise just had that kind of that spaghetti map thing going on, which was pretty cool. And, and gates you can knock down where, a lot of ramps, where this one doesn't have those things I just said.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more flatter, I'd say, this time around. But it does have like oceanfront, and it's got like a canal running through it, like you're in Los Angeles or something. Because I'll be driving around at night, and it even says like, hey, you can earn more XP at night if you do races at night or more events. But sometimes it is kind of hard seeing like, where's that canal at? Where's the wall? It's like, crap, maybe I need to turn HDR off and turn the brightness up. But no, like in some of the races, it's weird where it'll kind of give you these lights to kind of say, hey, coming up ahead, you're going to be going left. And what I thought was pretty cool about it was where the one thing I kept doing was I wanted to drift like kind of into the corners to, get around faster. And I thought, okay, I'm thinking Forza. I'm thinking, come up, I'm going to lay off the trigger. I'm going to press B on the controller to kind of get me into the slide and right trigger again. But what was cool about it was it actually shows you, like, it'll come up on the screen and it'll say, hey, how about flick the right controller quickly, tap it and then hold it. That'll actually help you drift. And I'm like, son of a gun. That's what I was doing wrong. So once you get that down, like, that was one thing that gave me that edge to either come in first or second place in the races. And that felt pretty good getting around the corners. And it'll give you like a basic.
I'm surprised you like this fucking game. I thought it was shitty.
I enjoyed it. I don't know. It's just it's good. I like it. You get that basic upgrade at first. You go in, get your first nitrous container. So, and that takes a little while to build up. But I think the thing I like about it is it's not the one thing. It's not throwing all these numbers on the screen when I'm racing. When I'm racing, it's just racing. There's no other crap on the screen. Going, do spins and donuts, then keep racing to get to the finish line. It's like, no. As a matter of fact, it's pretty straightforward. It says right before the race starts, your goal is to be first. That's it. That's what I like. Right? It's like, I don't want to be last. I don't want to go around each turn on 2 wheels. No, I want to race as fast as possible and be number 1. That's what I've always wanted.
That's kind of a new thing for Need for Speed, because everything else they do is they just try to complicate the racing aspect of it.
Yes, I know. And that's what I was concerned about. I'm like, well, that's why I'm glad there's a trial. And I'm like, oh, sweet. They made it super simple. I can tell that they actually took some, they took some things from the Forza series. They looked at it and they went, what did they do differently? Or I think they kind of took it looked at like maybe a Forza 7 and a little bit of the Horizon and said, what do we do here? Let's put in some decent little rap hip hop music and tell them to come in first place. Fuck, that works. I like that.
What all of them need though, they need to take after Project Cars and have a VR mode, because Forza would be awesome in VR. But because I really love Project Cars 2 and virtual reality, it's really fun.
Is there an option on the Origin store for VR? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Or Jesus, do you know if there's anything like that for any EA game on the PlayStation?
No.
I'm just curious about if EA is invested in any way into VR.
Well, they have the Star Wars license for that Vader Immortal game. and they have that.
That's not EA though, is it? Because that's on Oculus.
No,
But
that's
EA
pretty different.
EA owns the rights to all Star Wars games.
Not all of them, because the Mayo, you
they
played that
do.
one. I heard somebody else talk about a different Star Wars
What?
game.
No.
Yeah, on Vader Immortal, I'd never seen anything on EA, and I bought it through the Oculus store.
Oh wow! I guess Disney published that one. Wow. Okay, I guess
Yeah,
Disney's doing
Disney
it.
published a few other games outside of EA. I didn't know that until last week. I was listening to another show, and I was like,
exclusively they own the rights. I thought that was the whole deal. That's why they paid $10 billion to Disney a few years ago.
yeah, that's what I thought
Until
too. And I was like, wait a
2023, they're
minute.
supposed to.
But they must
But
own the rights.
Disney
owns
Disney
Star
has
Wars.
an option.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Disney has an
assuming-
option to
Yeah.
take the production of a game from EA, but they're
Or there's a
letting them
clause
run
in
with
there.
it because Disney doesn't make games; they make shows and movies.
Well, it says here this was
And
published by
rides.
Disney Interactive Studios, like game studios.
Right, because I think they did. Isn't there something like on the iOS, or on your phone stuff that was
Disney, yeah.
Star Wars related? Yeah, that Disney, actually went and straight published. Anyway, but Need for Speed. I think this one's pretty good this time around. I think even the last one was really good. I just never got too far into that one. I'll continue to play that.
About EA,
6
Gunny,
more hours.
and VR, they're making that Medal of Honor game with Respawn.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Yeah,
isn't
another
trying.
Medal of Honor.
Maybe that could be just a Respawn thing. Maybe Respawn wanted to do it, but it seems like they give them the green light. Hey, go ahead, do it. Fuck it. So
Yeah.
The problem with VR, man, is it's hard to get people to understand it unless they try it, and most people won't spend the money to try it. And, even if you can guarantee people their money back, they won't spend the money to try it. That's the problem. And it's a shitty problem because VR is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think the desire's there a little bit because, when that VR first came out, you seen that big push of all the phone VRs. You can buy these cheap little $10 headsets that you can put your phone in. And then you had was it the Samsung one that worked with your phone?
The Dream VR, wasn't it? Or Gear VR?
Gear
Yeah,
VR.
and Ryan
Gear
had that,
VR,
didn't he?
yeah.
Or Ryan still does have it.
He does.
I remember him having that headset you can flip up with the Samsung
Put your
phone.
phone in it. Oh, fucking
Yeah, he
hell.
showed us a demo on the show. I remember one day I was like, oh, okay, I see how that works.
But
Yeah.
I mean, that's always going to be cheesier than any real VR experience.
Oh, definitely.
The only reason I feel like the Oculus Quest can pull off a VR experience that way is because they're the ones who make the fucking headsets. You know what I mean? Like, they can pull off the Quest. The Quest is probably really the best one to buy. That's a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why it's $400 because you're not getting a little fucking dinky piece of shit you can put your phone into. This is a fucking real thing. You know what I mean? This is a real headset.
And how much money? I'm trying to think if anybody knows. Facebook put into that the Oculus or how much they purchased it for.
They bought it for $1 billion when they bought it off the dude who invented it. I think they paid him $1 billion with a bunch of stock options, like $400 million of that was like in stock or whatever.
Right.
But
wow.
still, he got paid $1 billion for that idea. On top of that, whatever Facebook has been investing in the Oculus and other sectors. Think about it, like everyone only wants to think video games when it comes to these types of tech. These companies don't just put it into video games. There's like astronauts and fucking cops and military using these headsets for training or for whatever it could be. You know what I mean? Controlling a fucking robot, dropping a bomb.
Also porn.
Porn, yeah. But even think of Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone talks about Microsoft losing or wasting money on the Kinect, but the Kinect is still used for doctors' offices. In the military, is still used. It's still used in a bunch of places that you wouldn't think it's used. Like corporate world. There's still a lot of money to be made there. You know what I mean? Introduce a crazy piece of tech.
Hey, remember?
They adopt it.
Hey, speaking of that, Jesus, this is not conspiracy stuff here, but maybe you guys have more information on it. Yeah, I think it's a little conspiracy. The Microsoft, what were the glasses called?
HoloLens.
The HoloLens. Okay, so the HoloLens, I remember reading an article. I don't think we read it on the show, but this was recent, like within the last year. And they were talking about the military, State Department, whoever the fuck, Pentagon, wanted to, or, was already engaged in purchasing like 1,000 of these things. And people were freaking outraged. Oh my God, this was supposed to be for entertainment and video games.
No, Gunny,
are they listening?
There's a red laser in the back of your window.
I know, right? I'm waiting for one to come through the window here. And if you remember at the time, remember Lollipop or whatever got fired?
Yeah. Well, did she get fired? I don't know if she got fired. She probably did.
Hey, who knows what happened, right? And then everything just went super fucking silent on everything.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of like, what happened, And then they were talking about doing the
HoloLens HoloLens is definitely going to have a military application, dude. Everything that we see in terms of tech, we have it because of the fucking military. You know what I mean? Like cable TV and the internet was made because of the military. Like they had it before we had it. They had it way longer before the public had it. Like webcams made by the military. All this shit like satellite dishes, satellite TV, all that shit was made for the military first. A lot of things are made for the military first. I wouldn't be surprised if HoloLens was made for the military first, and then Microsoft was just like, you know what? Fuck it, let's just announce it and like show it off to people, and then we'll release it to the public eventually, sometime.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either.
No surprise.
But I thought it was odd, and then they were doing. Remember, they were also doing the Halo experience. That kind of ended, I think, this fall. But they're going around the different cities in America, and I assume it had also something to do with the HoloLens. They show the Halo experience, and anyway, I just thought. Yeah, I had hopes for it. Maybe it's still a thing, like you said, and it might still even be in the store. I haven't even looked, like in the Microsoft store, on everyone's PC. But who knows? It could be gone now.
You could buy one right now, Gunny used. Let's go on to good old eBay, guys. Shopping for Christmas time. Let's shop for Christmas
That's what
time.
I
You
want.
could buy yourself a brand new used Microsoft HoloLens Development Limited Edition Virtual Reality Goggles headset. Holy shit, that is a long name. Your pick, guys. $2,500. $2,500. This comes with the memory of 64 gigabytes and 2 gigs of RAM, Mayo. 2 gigs of fucking RAM. Yeah.
Oh, check this out, too. Here's the other thing. Mike Ibarra, the guy that went to work at Bethesda. No, where did he go?
Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard. So I remember he bought one. He bought one of these to play Microsoft games. Well, right. I'm sorry. Yes, because he was the vice freaking president of stupid company. So I remember he put out a tweet. Right, he loves to tweet stuff out,
he loves
and he just throws anything out there, right? And he goes, "Oh yeah, so I got one of these. I'm gonna buy me some games," and then he never spoke about it again ever.
Because there's probably no fucking games. Probably the only thing that this thing has as a game.
What happened? Where's the rest of the game?
Is that stupid Halo experience thing when you stand and you look at the dude in front of you, or that Minecraft thing? But that's probably just like a demo. There's probably like a 2-minute demo.
No, these were separate.
With the Minecraft thing.
No. I mean, there are games. If you look in the Microsoft store, there's a bunch of games. I think it's not. Like I said, it's a conspiracy thing.
How many games are there?
Not anymore.
HoloLens? Yeah, because HoloLens is not a game thing, dude. It's a fucking military application, fucking corporate world.
Right. That's when they sold it. Yeah, when they sold all that stuff off to him.
Motherfucker, you.
But yeah, we'll talk about more VR.
And Gunny, how you interrupted my 2 HD 16:9 light engines with holographic resolution of 2.3 million light points, guys. It also has a 12 megapixel photo and video camera with 4 microphones. And the battery, guys, will last you a whopping 2 to 3 hours in use. And it has a standby of 2 weeks. So there you go. There you go, guys.
That's not bad. I mean, you're probably not going to stand there for more than 2 hours anyway. Or use it for more than 2 hours at a
These are expensive.
time.
$2,000 to $5,000. It's the prices that I'm seeing on here. Jesus.
Gunny, I want one for
Anyway.
Christmas present.
Yeah, I'm going with the Oculus Quest. Whatever, Go S. I don't know. Whatever that one is. I'm going to get that for my son. I'm getting my PSVR. The other game I played this week, played a few others, but I did get a chance to play more Control. Jesus. I wonder if that is coming to Game Pass. Did you ever check more into that, Jesus? If it was?
No, they don't.
That was fake?
They don't comment on rumors or speculations, Gunny.
See, and that's one thing we don't really talk about on this show, and even when I see news. But I did talk to Jesus earlier. I'm like, hey, I think Control's going to be on the Game Pass, but yeah, that might have been fake.
Yeah, I seen a tweet saying that it was false news, but
it'll probably get announced next month or something.
Yeah, right.
I know.
It was false news last year.
Right now.
That was last year's news, guys. Woo! New year, new me. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. Anyways, Control, Gunny. Talk about it.
Yeah, so just beat Chapter 3 today.
Barely?
And...
Oh, Mr. I Beat Games. Oh, I thought you would have been finished with this game by
I know.
now.
Chapter 3 is probably like 10 chapters in this game. But, yeah, I'm still enjoying it, man.
Oh, like Nipron said, why don't you just beat a game, Gunny? Like you do. You're always giving us shit. Me and Mayo move on to games way too much. Not like
Hey, I beat Call of Duty, the campaign. The short little campaign that it was.
Who hasn't beat Call of Duty?
Who hasn't? You and me.
Besides Gersham over here.
This guy over here.
Just me, I think, at this point.
What was that?
I said basically just me at this point, I think. I'm probably the only person in North America who doesn't have it who games.
I mean...
There's like one other, but they only play like, Barbie's Dream House, VR, whatever.
That's a great game.
That actually sounds like a pretty cool game.
That is a legit good game.
You're going for achievement points on
Gotta
that.
give Barbie. Mattel has got that shit unlocked. They know how to make a Barbie game.
Barbie VR game sounds pretty cool, guys. Let's go find this Mayo.
Got it for free because my girlfriend works for one of their former CFOs.
Nice.
Shit, fiance. I'm sorry. Fucking fucked that up again.
Anyways, Gunny, Control, is it good?
Yeah, it is good, man. I like it.
You don't like it enough to beat it. You don't like it enough to beat it.
I need to play it, but no, man. I gotta get a little Star Wars in there.
He doesn't want it.
My Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Oh, how many games have you beat, Gunny? You seem to be moving on to a lot of games.
I'm at like 2%.
Yeah,
I'm at finished at like 2% of all the games that I have.
Gunny's
right
like
now.
a regular Frogger over there, just hopping from game to game.
Going from game to game, Gunny.
Pretty much.
Fucking game whore. Stick to one game, Gunny.
Hey, you know what? I got that Spider-Man on that Black Friday sale. Game of the Year edition, $25.
You're moving on to a new game before beating all your other games, Gunny?
Another new one. So I got that old game, right? And got that installed, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to play this. Wait, update. It's going to take an hour to update the game.
Yeah. PlayStation has gotten way better about that, man. Back in the PS3, it would take fucking hours and hours to update games. I remember the first time it was probably like the fourth PlayStation 3 that I had. But still, I bought one with like the Tomb Raider, the original, the reboot back in 2013 or 2012 or something. With that Hot Lara Croft reboot one. And then I got the game and I went home to install it on my brand new PS3. That shit literally took 9 hours to install. Like 9 fucking hours. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do for that long?
Well, it's still like, I think Mayo said it's opposite for him, but I'm telling you, it took like at least an hour to update.
Really?
And I mean, that's the one thing I don't like about the PlayStation is where, like, oh, this will be quick. It'll be a quick little update. Oh, no. We got to take an hour to download it. Crap. But, I mean, now that it is and I have it set for automatic, I shouldn't have to worry about it. Like, I can actually just go in and play it now. So that is a cool feature, just like Xbox has that same thing. Keep those automatic updates going.
Yeah, it's
But,
not as bad as Call of Duty,
yeah.
man. Call of Duty, the other day, my brother got it on disc, and I was like, you know, I want to be a nice person and install this for him while he's at work. I put that shit in to install. It was like, you need 195 gigs of space, and this is gonna take. There's like, we have a day one update, and it was like, the update is 95 gigabytes.
Jeez.
Do you want to install now? And I put yes. It was like, this is gonna take 6 hours to install. Goodbye. I was like, wow. Holy shit. Like
That's like an all-day plus.
That's like crazy how many updates that game has got since it released. Like 95 gigs worth of updates, dude.
Damn.
Fuck. It's a lot of
That's
updates.
crazy.
Anyways. Anything else?
No, that's about it. I just played a little bit of everything else. Our PlayStation Plus game of this month, I've been playing that Monster Energy Supercross game.
What?
It's a Supercross game.
What are
I
you
suck
talking
at it. Whatever our free PlayStation Plus games are this month
I
for
don't know
December.
what they are.
Super Monster Energy Drink Supercross shit. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a Supercross
Sounds
game.
like half the
Just
name is just fucking trademarks.
I know. Well, so what they did was they made a Supercross or whatever, and then Monster came along, I think, and said, "Hey, we want to make the same game but put our logo on it, and we're going to up the graphics a little bit." That's exactly what they did. So you can buy like a hobo version for like $20, and then the Monster one's like $40. So if you have PlayStation Plus, you get it included with your Plus subscription.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, so do that if you're into the Supercrosses.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all. That's it for me.
Oh, they give away Titanfall 2 also? I need to get this game. I need to get this
That's the
game.
other one, yeah.
Shit.
See that player count? Holy cow.
Alright, anyways, Mayo.
Why don't we let Gersham have a shot in here what he's been playing?
Yeah.
I'll finish up.
Alrighty, Roger. I've been playing a few things. I got a game back in the sale, the autumn sale on Steam, Infested Planet. It's almost like a top-down strategic recreation of Starship Troopers. It's basically that's what it feels like. It's a lot of fun, but it's very bite-sized. Like you can play it for 5 minutes and then get up and you had fun for 5 minutes. Basically, you just have Marines that drop down at a base. You upgrade their weapons from basic assault rifles to miniguns, rocket launchers, shit like that. But it's got a little storyline to it. It's simple, but it's fun. I've been putting a lot of hours into an MMO recently called Gloria Victis. It's
seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a realistic PvP crafting based kind of a thing. Like it's what they call low fantasy. So there's magic. It's just that you as a player can't use it. It's what the most people in the Middle Ages probably thought was actually happening. But it's you have like 3 nations and they all fight to control territory, and it's a lot of fun. But it's basically just mostly a lot of prepping for battle and then getting into battle and losing all the stuff that you prepped. It's good fun to lose, but I lose a shitload of it. Haven't figured out the ins and outs of it yet. And obviously, the Master Chief Collection came out. So I think I've dumped in the 4 days that I've had it, I've dumped 30 hours into it. I've only barely played it. Everybody knows Halo Reach, and that's what's been out. So I've just been playing that a lot. Everybody's been getting on that shit. That's been the team game here recently.
So how is it running on your PC?
Reach?
Yeah.
Perfect. A lot of people have been saying that they have problems with playing the campaign. There's a lot of latency issues. I don't know if it's a compression problem. 2 people, in the same state don't seem to have an issue. 2 people in England right next to each other seem to have a lot of problems. Me and a guy from Alabama, he can't fucking play it without it just stuttering. The frame rate drops to like 20. It's apparently horrible for him playing the campaign. But if you play multiplayer, it's fine. No problems. You're playing competitive multiplayer, zero issue.
What?
I know that there's an aimbot out right now for it. I
No
know
way.
there is. But I haven't found it yet, so haven't been able to benefit from it. But it's good. They gave it a graphic update. It's all the games in one package, so you can, like, when you're playing multiplayer, you can go from, once they get Combat Evolved released and all the others released, because they're doing timed releases with them. Once you get all of the games, you can just hop right from one multiplayer session of one into another. You can pick and choose which ones you don't like. So if you don't like the multiplayer from 2, but you like it from 3, Evolved and Reach, you can just play those.
That's how they had it on the Xbox.
I think that's how it currently is on Xbox, right?
Yeah, you can select.
I don't know.
Yeah. You can
I haven't had a console in a while.
You can even disable what modes. Like, say, I don't want to play these modes. I don't want to play this mode in this mode in this game. Yeah,
it's very selective.
Yeah,
it's actually been my first experience playing non-LAN party co-op or multiplayer. Like, prior to this, I've either been doing split screen or, and this was like 8 years ago, split screen or a LAN setup. It's been a shitload of fun, man. I've actually I've been streaming it, so you can see how horrible I am there.
Yeah, I was able to jump in and get to watch them last night.
Yep.
Get to have some good
you guys should
Halo action.
They should open up crossplay between this and the Xbox to see how bad the PC players get wrecked by the Xbox players, because there's some fucking crazy good. I'm talking like fucking elite.
Well, these are seasoned veterans here
players
on the high console, buddy.
That play fucking Halo, man.
But if they pull out the aim assist, I don't think the Xbox players going to be doing that.
Make it even. Make the PC players use controllers. Give them aim assist.
Yeah, half of them don't have controllers. You can get so much more
hobos.
So why not?
Bunch of hobos don't have controllers. Go get a controller.
Someday I'll have an elite controller.
I've got multiple controllers, but I'm not using it on Halo anymore because I'm just not used to the fucking Xbox controller anymore.
Wow,
I've got it mostly for racing
blasphemy.
games.
They should force people to play this shit on controller with the Xbox controller. What the fuck?
Whole different game on mouse and keyboard, but it's the greatest input ever.
Hobo ass mouse and keyboard. Fuck that shit. You know, I'm gonna throw away my keyboard right now, just in protest.
Just do everything online with your just controller. It takes you forever to get out of sentence.
I have a quick question for you, Gersham, real quick on that. Yeah, on Halo. So I downloaded Halo and the Master Chief Collection, installed it. What resolution do you run
on? 25 1440.
Okay, see, I can't get my monitor, my game to go to 1440. So when I go to my settings in game, I set it to 2560 by 1440, and the screen goes dark and asks me if I want to do the settings. I hit yes, and it goes to 2560 by 1080, and the screen is all like smashed together. So then I redo it. I'm like, oh, maybe something was wrong. I tab over one time and I hit 2560 by 1440. It asked me if I'm sure. I hit it again, and it goes right back to 2560 by 1080p, and it will not let me go to a 1440 resolution. And I've seen a lot of it on Reddit saying it was like a bug in the game where you can't go to 1440. So like on my PC here, I have to play at 1080p, and it's driving me nuts.
So what's your GPU? That's the first question, obviously.
My graphics card is a 1070.
Okay, it's the exact same one that I have. What's your your monitor is probably the issue that I would think is a problem, because if it's trying to force scale to your monitor through some other application or app, that would be
a dual monitor, right?
Yeah, run dual monitors.
Does that have anything that you can change?
Are they the same resolution?
No, one's 3440 by 1440, and the other one's 2560 by 1440.
And it's trying to default to 1080p.
Yes, it's really weird, but it's doing the 2560, so it literally gives me like a a stretched resolution, or almost like a shrank resolution. So it's like all compressed.
When was the last time you updated your drivers? That's always the issue.
The same day.
Oh,
I have the Halo drivers. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not having that issue. Mine defaulted to native resolution. I'm guessing it's your monitor, and there's some mix up between your monitor and your GPU.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's the only game I've ever had this issue with, and I didn't know. And I jumped online right away, and I seen some articles on it or talking about it, saying it was an issue.
But that's probably somehow connected to the issue that I'm having. So when I stream it, I go through OBOTs, and OBOTs tries to force scale it down to like 1500, and it's trash looking on that. But probably about the first 3 or 4 minutes of all of my streams is just me trying to get it to work from black screen, because when it's trying to scale down to that, something happens and it's black. It's just dark. There is no light. It is the darkest thing that you can see. Close your eyes and imagine that. That's what it is. My guess is there's some force scaling issue that they're probably going to fix in a patch in the next few weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If it's going to be some kind of patch that comes out soon. The other thing I ran into is when I played most of my Xbox stuff, I have it on Game Pass, so I have the Windows version. Do you have the Steam version or the Windows version?
Steam.
Okay, so maybe that's a difference there. Maybe the Windows version. I've had games before where they're like Quantum Break was one of them, where the Steam version was way better than the Windows version. Like it just ran better and seemed to be less buggy. So maybe this has something to do.
How your computer just pulls the game program up.
What I was gonna say too is on the Windows version, if you go like Jesus and Gunny, if you use the Game Pass app, the Xbox beta app, and you launch the game out of there, it just minimizes the beta app and nothing happens. And you can't like the game never launches. It doesn't show it in your processes on your CPU or any of that stuff. You actually have to just go to your Windows menu and actually click on Windows and go to the game.
I wonder how many people are having this issue, because I remember even when the Master Chief Collection came out for the Xbox One, it was so buggy. Like it was just crashing for like
it was bad.
For at least the first couple weeks. And I think the rotation or the map rotation was broken for a few months. Like
it took him about.
I was just thinking like they should have had this fixed by now, or had this tested on the PC.
No, it's just hard, man. The thing with PCs, you got to think about like all the different configurations people can have.
Yeah, different GPUs and CPUs.
It has to be way harder to fucking put out 5 fucking games in a collection for the PC. You know what I mean? That have never been on PC before. And all of a sudden you're bringing them out to it, and you have to fucking make sure that they work on all kinds of different fucking setups.
Yeah, that's true. But I gotta say, like, kudos to Microsoft at least for letting me play, some indie games that I do play on the Xbox beta. Like, I was playing this pinball game today and another one, and I know what you're saying where it says, "Hey, we're gonna minimize," and then every time I jump in, like the game resolution's always set to 1440p. So I'm like, hey, there's that. I never have to change it.
Mine's never an issue. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Mayo.
So
fix your PC, Mayo.
Must be you, Mayo. Stop blaming Microsoft.
Broken ass
fix this dumb thing. Damn it. I should have bought the Steam version. If I would have bought the Steam version, I'd never had this problem.
Oh, here you go. Big steamers over here, guys. Big steamers.
Yeah, but us console peasants over here.
Fucking big steamers. Watch out. Oh, motherfucker.
Almost everything I do, I go through Steam.
Oh, all right. Got another big steamer on the show.
Whoa, another big steamer. Steamer number 2.
Big steamer number 2.
I'll take a big steaming file every day as long as it works.
We call on this show, the Steam people, we call them big steamers, by the way. There, Gersham.
Yeah, that's a new nickname for me.
Do y'all have a problem with Steam specifically?
No,
or just...
I just find it hilarious how like
Epic.
Everyone's
Evil
like
Epic.
in love with Steam. Like I just find it fucking hilarious how PC gamers are all about Steam and they fucking hated Epic and all this shit. It's just fucking funny to me. I don't give a fuck. I'll buy a game on any launcher. I don't give a fuck what launcher it is. You know what I mean? It's just
I don't know. It's the launcher that I started getting into once I actually got rid of crap tops that I was gaming on. before that I was a laptop noble and I was playing, shit directly off the disc. And all I've ever known was Steam. And then, Origin's setup is horrible. I hate navigating Origin. Epic is even worse.
How's it horrible? It's just a setup. You literally, you click My Library and it pulls up your library of games.
Your library?
Just like Steam. The store,
Strawberry too.
You go to the store and you fucking say, "Hey, store, show me the games on sale today."
It just takes 20 seconds to pull up, and nothing's in a list.
Can't wait 20 seconds. What do you do when you go?
Okay, so all right, so hold on. So if you have a choice between 2 seconds and 20 seconds, as far as pulling something up, you're happy with the 20 seconds.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
It's no big fucking deal. Huh? What do you do when you pull up to a red light? You just. This light's taking too long. The last one only took 1 minute.
I scream at the lights.
I'm gonna
fucking hate red lights. If I'm on the road, I'm in a hurry. Look, everywhere I drive in town, nobody uses their blinker. They run red lights anyways. I'm the only one fucking stopped. I might as well be in little Chicago for all the fucking, or like Dubai. Nobody gives a fuck about the road. It's Wreckfest IRL.
Yeah.
I live in a town of 70,000 people. I shit you not. There is a wreck on my way to work, either on my way to work or my way home from work, every fucking day. There are at least 2 wrecks on my route to and from work every day.
Damn.
These motherfuckers do not know how to drive.
All I'm saying is some of you guys are crazy about this launcher loyalty. I mean, is there some kind of rewards program or something? You guys getting like money back?
I don't know. You're the one who's been harping on it. I just use it.
Yeah.
I don't like Microsoft Store that much. I have games on Microsoft Store. I have Origin games.
Okay.
You haven't asked me about any of that. You just heard Steam.
You're the one saying that you hate how it takes 20 seconds to launch Origin.
It does.
It takes 2 seconds to launch it.
If you like to wait, good for you, buddy. I'm 31, not
Jesus.
900.
Go ahead.
You probably got everywhere on a mule.
Who was it? Somebody I was listening to the other day on his show was talking about how bad Origin is right now. Like, pretty much they pulled the plug on like supporting it. They thought like it was crashing for them and stuff like that. I don't have any problems with it crashing, but it doesn't run very well for me either. It kind of loads funny as you scroll through the games. They kind of flicker on my screen, and it's not very smooth.
Hey, that's why probably they're moving some of that stuff over to Steam.
Yeah, I think it is. I think they're kind of giving up.
Right? They're like, fine, we'll put our stuff back on their game.
I guess big Steamers win.
Put our Star Wars game on there. Hopefully somebody will buy it.
Do you have like most of your games off of Steam?
Who, me? No, I have them everywhere. Yeah. I have them on Steam. I have them on Origin. I have them on Bethesda launcher. I have them on Rockstar's launcher.
How many do you have on Bethesda launcher?
Battle 1.
I have
one
each,
amount I do, right?
Each on each platform.
No, I have that fucking Wolfenstein.
Youngblood or the Wolfenstein.
I have them on Epic. Everywhere.
I think I have more Epic games than you, Jesus.
You do.
When didn't we discuss this?
You do. You have them because of the VR or something, don't you?
No.
No, you had those exclusive games, and then you got a code. So
yeah, I got one
free
code.
Games.
I got one code, and I can buy Tetris Effect, and I have. I don't know what I have anymore, even.
Yeah.
Heavy Rain.
I have Borderlands, Rebel Galaxy.
Yep, that was another one.
Oh,
Borderlands.
yeah, because you bought those games. Yeah, you bought Heavy Rain and shit on
I almost bought Rebel Galaxy off of Epic.
Rebel Galaxy is good, dude. It's really fucking good.
I can't wait till that.
It's a shame that it came
console.
out to Epic and all the big Steamers are like, oh, fuck Epic. I'm not going to buy that game. It really is a shame, dude, because that game is really fucking good. Like, it is really fucking good.
You're talking about 2, right?
Yeah, the new one, Outlaws or whatever.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
It's a really good game. Yeah. Anyways, continue on. Sorry, Gersham, I interrupted your
No, not at all. What Rebel Galaxy 1 was fantastic. I probably pumped 500 or 600 hours into that.
That's
just
good.
Fucking tooling around the galaxy. The last thing that I've been playing probably the most, I don't know if I mentioned Raft yet. Did I talk about Raft?
No.
Lost track of what I was saying. Okay. I'll get that to that one last. Before the last. Was Sword of the Stars, Argos Naval Yard. that one's an older game, but it's a lot of fun. It's just your standard grand strategy game in space. You have multiple races. They all have drastically different mechanics, mostly dealing with how they get from place to place. I typically play the Hiver. They're giant bug space alien type things, and they don't travel faster than light.
So you're really into like the strategy games, huh?
I play a variety of games. Last VR game that I played was Furious Seas, but I haven't played it that much. I got that as a reward for myself for completing physical therapy.
Nice.
But yeah, it's pretty fun. You get to pick up gold. That's the best thing in that game.
I'm just asking because like, you're talking about a lot of these games that are strictly PC. A lot of our listeners are console gamers. And they're like, what the fuck's he talking about?
I don't have a console anymore, man. I gave the 360 was the last one I had, and I gave it away to a buddy, and he's playing on it right now. But yeah, I don't do the console thing anymore.
Why is that?
We have one working TV in my house. We don't have a TV anywhere else. I live in my apartment. So my fiance will watch TV downstairs or on a tablet, and I have a Steam Link down there. Once again, big steamer. But you can play other shit through it, so it still works out all right. But yeah, I just don't see the need. There's no console exclusives that I like or want to play, and most things eventually come to PC. So I don't see a problem with just playing on PC.
Yeah.
Not saying I wouldn't play a console game. I just don't have a console anymore.
I mean, you missed out on The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man.
Yeah, a lot of those PlayStation games. That's why I went out and bought a PlayStation for those.
You're richer than I am. See, I'm still
My
I'm
wife
30.
is.
I'm turning 31 next week, so I'm still trying to save up money for a house. This is an apartment. I'm still trying to save up money for a wedding. I can't be pumping money into a console and full price 60 games. I buy most of my games on bundles, so I'll get like 20 games for a nickel.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, I go to Humble Bundle
this.
and Fanatical and shit like that. And
Are you on the new Humble Bundle?
I don't have a subscription to Humble Bundle. I kind of stay away from that.
Are you aware they changed it now, like on the subscription one?
The Humble Bundle choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's like it costs you more if you're not a current old member, and if you're new, it costs you more.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
I haven't actually bought anything from Humble Bundle in a while.
Yeah, right.
I've actually been trying the charity money that I spend through other places now. But when I was a broke college student, I would justify charity through Humble Bundle. So, but yeah, no, I pick up older games for a nickel. I've got like, what is it, 500 almost games now on Steam. I have a few games on Origin. Calm down, Jesus. I can see the rage building behind your eyes. But it's there. It's convenient. It's easy to use. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But Raft just came out with an update. It's an early access game. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You're on a raft. There's a post-apocalypse thing. There's no ghosts hanging out like beach things or whatever on Death Stranding. But supposedly they've introduced some horror factor into it. I haven't played that far into the update to find out. But it's fun. You float around in the ocean and build shit, and you fight a shark.
Dope.
And now apparently
that sounds cool, actually.
It's a lot of fun.
Is that
go ahead.
I was gonna say that is on Steam. I would presume to where to purchase it.
Yes. I think it's on several DRMs if you just don't want to buy it on Steam. It is multiplayer, and a lot of the best multiplayer fun that I've had has been on that. It's easy enough that you can have a conversation while you play it. Like once you get up to the point where you're surviving and you don't have to worry like every second about getting food and water and staying away from running into islands that you don't want to go to and bullshit like that, you can have great conversations for about 3.5 hours. Like, is a hot dog considered a sandwich?
Yeah.
See, the national hot dog and we're Words are hard. The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, based in Chicago, claims that it is. But a drunk friend of mine got super pissed and said it was not. So most of that game is just fucking around with people like that.
That's cool. Yeah.
It was great. But yeah, no, it's good shit.
Sounds like a poor man's Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
Imagine
Hey,
a
what was-
post-apocalyptic Sea of Thieves, and that's basically it.
All right.
Gersham, I know we were talking off air earlier here about that other poor man's Sea of Thieves game, and I wasn't sure if you were going to talk about that as well.
Because Blackwake?
You said it was actually fun, and it was the first time I've really ever heard of that game.
Or Blackwake or Furious Seas?
Blackwake.
The VR one?
Yeah.
Blackwake's fun. Blackwake is basically the PUBG of old sailing ship combat kind of a thing. It tries to be a little bit more realistic, except for the fact that tea somehow gives you health. But they basically pit two teams, pirates versus British Navy, against each other in a Caribbean type setting, and you duke it out. One person is the captain, and they give orders. You don't have to do voice commands, but they have shortcuts, and you can play it on controller. If you don't like the keyboard mouse setup that they have. But essentially, you're just on an old wooden sailing vessel of a different type, whatever kind they have available. Yeah. It's pretty legit. I'd play it more if I knew more people playing it.
Jesus and Gunny, that's actually in the Mayo Pass. I already own that game, so you guys do have access to it.
Well, and then actually, Mayo, we need to re-up that pass because I'm getting the borrow selection.
Oh.
So after the show, because I kept thinking, okay, I'm gonna do the co-op stream thing, but it keeps saying you don't have access.
You can't do that, Dave.
Yeah, I need to update his
access denied. Gunny.
Game sharing.
No, Dave, stop.
I want to stream. Co-stream. Share.
All right.
Never cross the streams.
Anything else you've been playing there?
That's basically been it, man. I've got other shit here and there, but I'm kind of like how Gunny's been recently. I switch back and forth between games because I get bored.
Oh wait, no, Gunny. According to one of our listeners, Gunny's the only one on the show that finishes games before he moves on. It's the only one.
I play different shit. The only ones that I've beaten have been Halo Reach, Sword of the Stars, technically kind of, and Infested Planet. Infested Planet takes like 4 hours to go through all the material in the game, and after that, it's just rinse and repeat. Pick that game up for less than $1.
So it's got really good replayability, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean they have skirmishes. You can do custom skirmishes and stuff like that, so you can mix it up with a lot of what you're doing. But you find out that a lot of your strategy is basically the same. You build this, you upgrade that, you move forward slowly, rinse, repeat, and that's how that works. It's
kind of like Civilization for me, at least, where like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start with this new civilization, I'm gonna do everything different, and I always end up with that stupid war with everyone.
You're always gonna slowly gravitate towards a sneaky archer because it's a first order operation.
If you like that, Gersham, I have a game to recommend to you. Mayo knows the full name of it because I think I play it off of his Steam Pass. It's that battle simulator, Mayo.
Oh, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, I think.
That's on my wish list, actually. That looks like a lot of fun.
And
they've done some recent updates to that.
They update little bits at a time, and you'll come in, you'll be like, oh, it's got like this first-person view thing.
Well, now they've added
so it's
pirates.
Like, just little things like that are kind of neat.
So that's the game where you can like pit like 100 Santas versus 10,000 chickens or something like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 15 ninjas versus 200 corn farmers or something.
There's two different ones,
it's actually very comical.
There's one that you have like a set amount of troops in the campaign that is kind of like they're kind of ragdoll physics, and there's another one that you can put your people down, like you can put like Chuck Norris down against 1 million chickens, and you can see who wins. And I might have my titles flipped around.
There's
I don't
one
have my
called
Steam
Totally
up to look.
Accurate Battle Simulator, and there's another one called something Battle Simulator.
Yeah,
it's
what
totally
tabs?
accurate.
TABS is
That's the
the
cartoon
totally
one.
accurate.
That's the
That's the one with the raged out physics.
Yeah. It's kind of got that
There's
Octodad
another
type
one
movement.
that has like pit 1 million Jedis against 10 million dinosaurs or something.
Yeah, and that game has a lot of Steam Workshop downloads. You can download different characters and put them into the game, and so you can do like Chuck Norris, who's almost unbeatable in that game. You can put like one Chuck Norris against 20 Godzillas and win.
I remember one time I played that game, I put like 20 million soldiers down. The fucking frame rate it was like fucking 20. I was like, oh, this is so bad. Because there's just so much shit on the screen, dude. I just literally filled everything up.
There's 3 that I'm aware of. There's Battle Simulator, which looks just like a straight-ass cheap copy of totally accurate Battle Simulator. And then there's Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, Ultimate Epic.
Ultimate Epic is the one you're thinking of with like the T-Rexes and like the Santas and chickens and shit.
Yeah, there's something
those are both in my library.
Kind of like a Gary's mod almost. Not Gary's mod, but still.
Yeah.
Gary mod-ish.
Those are fun little games though. I like the one Tabs Mail, or the Ragdoll one. That one added pirates recently, so I like the other day I was playing it. I put a bunch of like pirates and like Roman soldiers against samurais, and the samurais fucked them up. I was like, holy shit. Pirates have guns and they can't do shit against these guys. It's nuts. Yeah. Anyways.
Well, what about you, Mayo? What have you been playing?
It kind of started off, my week started off playing taking advantage of this great Steam.
Oh.
We can play local co-op games online with friends. So we got to play some Overcooked with Gunny over here and Jesus over here and one of our co-hosts, Gibbs. And we got to have some fun playing some Overcooked.
Now, what is
Overcooked is a 4-player game where you have like an objective. Say, like the first example is to make a stew, and it's like you got to put 3 tomatoes in it, and you got to chop them up, and you got to carry them over, and you put them in a pan, and then the pan will cook the stew, and you got to put it into a plate, and you have to take it to a thing and serve it. But then the plate comes back dirty, and everything's on a timer, and you have a list of objectives on the top. So you have to make so many like tomato stew or onion stew or mushroom stew, and so you're kind of running around. It's very frantic and top down, and you're just kind of work together to achieve one goal, basically. But it's very frantic, and it's a lot of fun. So you're just going through, and you can bump into each other. You have like a really crazy different characters. You have a raccoon in a wheelchair that you can kind of roll around, and he's carrying the stuff around and stuff. And so basically you're like, I need more tomatoes, and one guy's getting you tomatoes and the other guy's chopping them up, and we're like, no, we need to eat more of these. And things can just go wrong really fast.
Yeah.
Things went really awry.
That does sound like a blast, though.
Kitchen can catch on fire too, like if you leave the
yes, if you leave something on.
Yeah.
So this is excessively realistic.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Cartoony but realistic in the fact that you can burn the whole
thing is that every
end the
kitchen,
match game.
Every kitchen has a different challenge to it. So remember, for example, on one kitchen you'll be split up, and there'll be like 2 of you on one side, 2 of you on the other side, and you guys can't get to each other, but there's a conveyor belt going around. So like on one side it'll be all the meats, the dishes, the dishwasher, the sink, and so they can prep the meats and cook them. But on the other side you have all the lettuce and the plates and shit. So like you have to be working together to keep moving things around the conveyor belts to get things out. And there's just different ones. There's one, for example, on a pirate ship where the ship is moving, like it's going back and forth. It's kind of, like in the waves or whatever.
It's shit. Yeah.
And the kitchen will be shifting.
The fire.
The kitchen will shift left and it'll shift to right, and things will start moving around. And it's pretty interesting. It's a fun little game, though.
Yeah, they just give you lots of different challenges, and you're on a timer, so you have to do so many plates in a certain amount of time to get so many stars to get past the level.
Yeah.
And and some of them were so challenging that, so it was me. I think Ryan had already left. Then it was me, you, Jesus, and my son. Because I'm like you can play this game. Just go ahead and add you guys on, and whatever, he's using mouse and keyboard, and because he's another big steamer. And I know that me and Jesus, like, we were at the top, right? And they've got these conveyor belts. So down below, it was Jesus and Mayo. Or no, it was Mayo and my son. So I had no idea what was going on, like what we were actually supposed to do. So I think I just stood there with a dirty plate in my hand, kind of looking around, and Jesus was just yelling and screaming at me. It was actually kind of fun, right? Because I'm like, what do I do with the dirty plate again? Got to put on the conveyor belt. Get the fucking tomatoes, right? I was like, man, I thought he was going to send me a message to uninstall because it was that funny. It was that funny. Then there was a fire and just, oh my gosh, it was frantic as hell.
Yeah, the one time we had that fire and the fire extinguisher was on the wrong side because the room had shifted and nobody could get it, and half of our kitchen was burning down, and we were trying to go grab the extinguisher.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
But
yeah, it's super wild. Some of the maps are easy,
know
some are really difficult.
Of this new feature,
I like the one where the truck, where it separates, and then it's like, hey, we should put the fire extinguisher on the other side where the
where you're doing all the cooking.
Good idea.
But yeah, Gersham, if you didn't know, there's this new feature on Steam. You can basically take any local co-op game, like couch co-op, and you can share it with friends online, and they
Like
don't have to own the game. Yeah, so you can play any of those games, and they don't have to own the copy or anything. So you just launch the game and hit Shift Tab and pull up your friends list or your friends menu, and all you do is just go to your friend and then right click on them and hit invite to remote play, and you can send a friend an invite, and it just comes up on their screen, and it basically streams the game to them. And you can do this with any multiplayer game, and you can even sort it on Steam. If you go to your Steam library and you click on the
compression rate on that, like, I mean, is it pretty smooth?
I've only been on the end where I'm the host. You'd have to ask these two like how well it plays. I think it plays really well, from my understanding.
It does. I haven't really experienced any lag. Like as far as the controller use of things, or even mouse and keyboard. The only thing I get, like, that's going to be, I'm going to have that fuzzy screen where that will, it'll show tearing and everything. It's just the broadcast of it, that portion of it, because it's all same screen stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That'll just get a little fuzzy at times. But no, as far as, like, there's no lag. Like, its controller's pretty responsive.
And then too, Gersham, what it does, it uses my hardware. So if somebody has a really old laptop or something like that, they can still play it and see it at the resolution that I'm playing at. So it will stream it to them.
I still see that 140, 160 frames. Like, boom, it's going. And I've got a 140 hertz monitor, so. And that's the other thing too.
With old laptops that can play it.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure, if it makes a difference. If I think like Ryan had. Remember, you were broadcasting at that 144 hertz, right? Or that was your setting, but you dropped it down to what, 1080p or whatever it was. You dropped it down.
Yeah, I was at 1440 resolution, and I went back down to 1080p because he was on a 1080p monitor.
Yeah. Now, does that make a difference when you're casting to another device?
I don't know for sure.
A very minor.
That was the question.
Very minor difference,
right? Because you're casting to basically another screen that's going to capture at any resolution. So I wouldn't think that it would.
Yeah.
But either way, it worked. Once you figure it all out, and the other person, can either get on mouse or keyboard, and once it all gets connected up, you're good to go.
Yeah, good stuff. But besides all that fun multiplayer stuff we've been doing, I was kind of looking at my list of games that came out this year, and there's a game on there I have not played yet, and so I had to get some time in on that. I figured I wanted to give this game a good fair shake in the ratings and stuff too. Is I fired up Devil May Cry 5. I know this game's on Game Pass too. Have any of you guys have played it yet?
Only when you first bought it that I played the pass. I played it on your pass section and just kind of got through the tutorial. That was it. And now it's on Game Pass. I haven't even downloaded it because I thought I got so many other games here I need to finish. So, but that game looks amazing in 4K. That is definitely one for your
really good looking
library.
game, actually. To me, like, I feel like it could give Star Wars a run for its money, with the exception of a few things. Like, graphically, it's right there with Star Wars Fallen Order. I mean, it looks every bit as good as Star Wars. The gameplay, it's a lot of action, but there's also a lot of button smashing. There's so many different combos you can do. I just feel like I'm just kind of randomly hitting buttons at this point, just going, just hitting whatever, and just locking onto a target, and just going from there. But it just, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. There's two different characters you take the role of. You start off with a character Nero, and he is kind of your typical Dante. So he's got the sword,
yeah.
He's got a gun, and you just kind of fight through. You can knock people up in the air, and you pull your gun out, and you can shoot them, and it's giving you like an A and B rating or an S rating for. And as I was playing through that, it the intro just kind of shows you a little bit of the game, and you're just continuing to play as Nero, and then after that, as the game goes to about the second or third mission they introduce you to another character, and this character is called V, and he is a completely different play style, and so they add a whole different element to the game, so it kind of changes the way it plays. It's still a lot of button smashing, but he focuses on like having these pets that attack. So instead of having guns, he has a bird that attacks him above, and he has this like shadow tiger that does the melee attacks, and he doesn't actually do any of the killing himself. But when an enemy gets weak, he has to do the final blow. So your character will kind of like warp to the last enemy, and he has like a cane and would do the last killing blow. Or the enemies would just stay alive and not die until you completely get their health down and finish them off with that character. So it's like a little bit different mechanic. And each character has their own skill tree. So as you're playing through the game, you have to level up both characters as it goes back and forth in the story. So you're progressing like two different characters at the same time. And it's just got a wild story. One thing I can appreciate is the Devil May Cry series has been pretty long. It's like this is the fifth one.
Yeah.
It gives you a video that shows everything that happened from 1 through 4, like a video summary. It's like a 10-minute long video. It plays at the beginning, and it will tell you everything that's happened up to that point. But I'm about 5 or 6 missions in. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm actually probably further into this game than I am in the Star Wars. So I need to go back in and kind of play Star Wars again with a mindset of comparing it to Devil May Cry and how they're going to rate and how I like one more than the other one or not. But definitely, if you guys haven't tried it, I would definitely give it a try, especially considering it's on Game Pass. So I'm not sure if it's on the X or the PC Game Pass, but I know it's on the Xbox Game Pass.
I didn't see it on the Xbox beta PC app, but doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah, so Gunny, you can play it on the Xbox one. Gunny or Jesus, he'll just have to wait. I don't think he has that one on my pass.
Yeah, I'll see if it's on here right now. Actually,
it was actually through my son's account. I think I shared it through his account.
Yeah, and that's where I played it when it first initially launched.
I'm not interested in playing this game.
No, I don't think it's on there yet. Not on the PC beta, as of yet.
Okay, but so far I'm really enjoying it. It's got a lot. Actually, it's got kind of a weird story. It's kind of hard to follow. It's like a Japanese story, you know. It goes about 4 different directions all the time, and trying to keep up with it's enough. But it's pretty neat so far. It
almost reminds me of like I never really played the other 4 of them. To some capacity I played like demos, or I might have played 2 or 3 back on the Xbox 360, but never to completion. But it just reminds me of like almost like a remake. done up in 4K, like the total treatment of it. But I mean, not true. It's actually a new game, but it does remind me of it just because it has that, the way the third person camera looks, and it does some side view stuff. The way they've done that in the past.
A reboot about a year or two ago, and it's just called Devil May Cry, which kind of confuses people. And that one's actually pretty fun too. That's got some pretty wild intro scenes in the beginning.
Yeah, I always thought they were just more of a, more collection style type games. That's why I never got into them. Yeah, mixed up with the old stuff.
And then just to kind of keep moving on is, this is the last thing we played. I didn't actually play it myself, but the other night we had some company here and talking about VR. They've never tried VR, and there were some friends of my kids, and these are some more teenagers, and so they wanted to experience VR, and I got it. I hooked it up and I've been running for them. And the one person was kind of leery at first. She was, I don't want to try it. I'm going to wait. And my daughter's like, oh, you got to try it. You got to try it. So I started off real simple, and I put just a video on there. It's like this invasion rabbit video, So she puts it on, and she's just like, whoa, this is really cool. And she was hooked. I mean, it took about 30 seconds, and she's all looking around, looking above, and I'm in my computer chair here, and it spins. She's spinning in circles, and it's wrapping the cord around it. I'm like, no, you gotta spin back the other way, and so I had to watch the cord of it. But she was just, oh yeah, this is so cool. I'm like, okay. So now we're going to show you how to control it. So then I did this other Oculus thing that was like, welcome to Oculus, and it teaches you how to use the controllers on the Oculus Rift. And then from there we went to Beat Saber. And so I'm kind of helping them, getting Beat Saber set up. And I now have probably about 150 different songs on Beat Saber now with all the mods. And of course, these two girls start playing Beat Saber, and 3 hours later, they were finally done. They were searching different songs and just going through and just playing it for quite a while. So it was really interesting to see the take of somebody that really isn't into video games and it wasn't really into VR to try it and experience it for the first time. And she was just mind blown, and she was putting her hands up in front of her, trying to touch stuff, and it was just really funny.
Yeah, but that's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, that's a natural reaction when you first experience it. You're like, can I grab that? And you can't, but you still do it. You still reach out and try to grab things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then she was initially worried about running into things. She was, I'm afraid I'm gonna hit something in your room or something. And I'm like, no, you got plenty of room, and we're watching, so she wouldn't run into anything.
VR is an exercise in how sturdy are my walls. That's all it is.
Good wall, boom.
Or how nimble is the cat? Don't want to step on the cat.
Yeah, cat.
Yeah.
There. Step on his.
I've done that a few times.
So he's attacking your leg.
Of course, when somebody else is playing, the game is always, can you sneak around them and sneak up behind them and freak them the fuck out? That's always fun too, especially when you're playing a horror game of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear Five Nights at Freddy's is the worst game ever to play, but the best game ever. They say that game is so scary, I guess, because it has a bunch of jump scares in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet it would be.
I bet that Resident Evil game, man. I bet you that thing's fucking hell of a thing to go through.
If it still had the same camera angle, it would be even worse.
Yeah.
No matter where you turn, it's still the horrible camera angles from the original. There's a few good VR horror games that I've been wanting to try out. I think one's called Visage.
Yes.
Yeah, and then isn't there one where you're stuck in hell and you're trying to get out? I don't know what that one's
Agony.
called. Agony. Yes. That one looks fun as fuck. Those are the kind of VR games you want to introduce somebody to. Just scar them for life as soon as you can. If it's not psychological torture, it's not a real good VR game.
Definitely. But on that note, Jesus, that's pretty much all I've been playing this week. I gave up my one free data so the kids can play VR. So.
Oh my. Good.
Being the nice guy that I am.
Such a nice guy.
You are. Good father. Here's your star.
Yeah. That's part of the draw of having the BRs when we have company over and kids over and stuff too. They get to check it out and they're all just like, "Whoa, this is so cool."
Yep, instant party games.
Yeah,
You just want to show off your toy.
Oh, shit. Anyways, wow.
What time is it, Jesus?
It's news time. Let's get into the news this week, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news here. I'm looking at, I'm on the PS store right now, and I'm looking at their PSVR titles coming out. And their Battle Wake, it's on, isn't that the game we were just talking about?
Black Wake.
Oh, Black Wake.
Black Wake, yeah.
Battle Wake is on PSVR out now. Let's look at the trailer.
What is Battle Wake? That sounds cool.
It looks like a Sea of Thieves in VR on PlayStation. Literally, it looks like that, Gunny. Like, if you look at the screenshots, they have a Kraken. There's a cartoony, Sea of Thieves style cartoony pirates. This looks really cool. It says here, upgrade your ship and skills. Spend earned gold to boost your skills. Upgrade 13 real and fantastical ship-based weapons. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, good news to the Steamers. That's on Steam, too.
Yeah, it's on... How much is it on this fucking thing? Probably like 40, 50, probably a $60 game, right?
It's 30 on Steam.
Let's see here. Look at it on PlayStation right now. It's going to be 60. Oh, wait, it's 30. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
That sounds like it might be worth it. It looks cool.
It looks really cool, huh? Like the little art style.
The textures are nice.
Yeah. Also on PSVR, just looking at other games coming out in the future, there's a fucking Walking Dead VR game coming out, Walking Dead Onslaught. I did not know about this, Mayo. You're not keeping me up on the news of VR world.
And are you on the PlayStation VR world, or are you on the?
Yeah. No, this is all PlayStation
That's why.
VR. Yeah, you're playing as Michonne in this one. You're playing as Michonne with the samurai sword. Dope. Anyways, moving on to some more news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to some more news. Let's go some Death Stranding news for our Death Stranding listeners out there. I think it's just me, but who cares?
One guy.
Death Stranding players are using vehicles for griefing, and Kojima Productions is stepping in. Last week, Kojima Productions announced a patch for Death Stranding, scheduled for mid-December, one of the most requested features of the forthcoming patch. The ability to delete vehicles left by other players. If you're not familiar with Death Stranding, vehicles can be a big problem. A key feature of Kojima's game is a shared world between scores of players, where people can interact with structures built by others, but never see another soul in the harsh landscape. You can also come across vehicles when they've been abandoned and left out in the elements by other players. Depending on where the vehicles were abandoned, this can be a problem. For example, Exhibit A, the cosplayer. This is the shelter in which Conan O'Brien's character resides, and it becomes a war zone between players on foot versus abandoned vehicles. Imagine hiking over 100 kilometers only to find out that you need to blow up a truck with a rocket launcher to deliver a parcel to Conan. And that is true because that is actually set in a little canyon, and it's really hard to get in there. And actually, the first time I got there, I drove my car down there, and I couldn't get it out. And it ended up blowing up. So it didn't block the door for me, but I could see how that some asshole can drive up there and just leave the car at the door and block off the entrance for people. You know what I mean? So whatever.
So is this a multiplayer issue?
Kind of, because the game is a shared world. So there's things in the world that I build that other players can use. For example, the roads. Like I said in the game, I'm rebuilding all the roads, right? Well, every so often when I'm playing the game, it'll say 50 players have used the roads that you've built. They give you likes for that or whatever. And then, for example, there was a building that I was in the middle of nowhere, way out here on the north of the map, and I had no vehicle because I had to walk there. And when I got there, some dude had left his car there, a level 3 truck. So I've just been driving that around since I got it. I've just been driving that around everywhere.
Did you effectively steal it from him then?
No, because he gets likes for leaving it. So when your vehicle appears in another person's game is when you've built more than 4 vehicles. So you can fabricate 4 vehicles. Once you fabricate a 5th, the game will tell you, hey, you're making more than 4. the last vehicle that you made in your list, that vehicle is going to be put into the online world. Like, other people are going to be able to use it. So we're going to, like, you're not going to have it anymore, but it's going to be put out into the world, and people can use that vehicle. So if people use that vehicle, then you get likes. So every so often you find abandoned vehicles everywhere, like just different areas of the map where people just left the vehicle there or whatever, you know?
That's awesome.
So like, yeah, it's actually really helpful. Like, for me,
That sounds like a really cool mechanic.
There's been situations for me where I've been, like, stuck in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I have to walk. And all of a sudden I'll run into a vehicle, and I'm like, thank you, whoever left this random motorcycle in the middle of the woods. Fucking thank you, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I love you. And I just get on that fucking thing and take off. Yeah. And same thing with bridges. Like, you could build bridges over canyons, and people can use that bridge or whatever. Roads are a big thing, because roads are hard to build because it takes a lot of materials to build them. But once you get them built...
Are you faster on roads? Or is
yeah,
it just
yeah.
like a path to follow?
On the roads, you're faster, and on top of that, they kind of, like, let you skirt around enemies. There's a lot of areas where, like, there's a lot of BTs or whatever, and you have to always go through this area to get to another city, like a big city that you always have to go to. And it's kind of a bitch to have to go through those BTs every single fucking time, especially in a car, because in a car, you can't really see the BTs. When you're on foot, the little scanner thing tells you where they're at, but when you're in a car, you can't see that little scanner thing going. So you can't tell where they're at. So sometimes you'll be driving in a car and just boom, you crash right into a BT, and next thing you know, he's pulling you under, and you're fucked because then you got to fight it. But on the roads, usually the way the roads are laid out in the game is there's a road, there's never going to be a BT on the road itself, and it usually will go above where the BTs are. So, like, you'll still get the notification that, hey, there's BTs around here, but you'll be, like, above them, or you'll skirt around them. So that's why roads are really important in the game, in my opinion. And you don't use your battery in your vehicle doesn't get used up when you're on the roads or whatever. So yeah, I can see how this is becoming a problem. Apparently, there's a Reddit on the Death Stranding Reddit. There's a post about the cosplayers cave and people being pissed off about the trolls leaving cars there.
Oh yeah,
it has a bunch of upvotes or whatever.
That's awful. We're here to help each other.
Yeah, I don't get how people do that.
They're saying fuck you, asshole.
I haven't found
players.
any. Like, these people are complaining that people are leaving people are leaving roadblocks and shit. I'm like, I haven't seen any of that. I've seen cars on the roads, but they're not blocking my path. I can still go around them. I mean, I've seen cars randomly.
You get the nice players.
I guess. I don't know. It must be, man, because me and my dudes are just helping each other out, helping each other's deliver packages, I guess. Some people got the
nicest FedEx guys out there.
Yeah.
Guys and gals.
Moving on now.
Just give it later on in the year. You're going to have a bunch of disgruntled FedEx and Amazon people. They're playing this game, and they're going to make your life hell.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to more news. CD Projekt Red is discontinuing support for Witcher card game Gwent on the consoles. It says no more updates starting next week. CD Projekt Red will discontinue support for its free-to-play Witcher-themed card game Gwent on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One beginning next Monday, December 9th, Gunny. In the statement posted to the official Gwent website, the developer explained that following the game's release on iOS, with Android still to come, hobo-ass Android, it still does not believe it, quote, can support a growing number of different versions of Gwent while improving feature parity between them.
It's a card game. Come on.
Sorry, Gunny. I guess there's not
enough.
What they really mean to say is there's not enough players on this shit on your consoles to justify supporting it on there.
Take it off the store. We don't want it.
Whoa.
Take off my Xbox.
Gunny's anti-CD Projekt Red all of a sudden.
Get off my box, CD Projekt Red. Take your Witcher and go home.
Yeah, until Cyberpunk's on there, we'll be begging for it.
Okay, please make it work on the Xbox One.
You know what? I'm buying you on Steam day one. Fine.
Shit. Moving on to more news. Streamer has now set a world record by playing games for 572 hours. That's right. That's right, Gunny.
Whoa, hold on. Jeez, that's...
So last month, there was a feature ran on Andrew Giant Waffle Bodine. His nickname is Giant Waffle. He was in the middle of an attempt to set a world record
Giant meth head.
by streaming himself playing video games for 570 hours. Yesterday, he reached the finish line. Obviously, like any world record attempt these days, blah, blah, blah. He's allowed a period of rest and all that good shit. So over 30 days, Bodine completed a 19-hour stream every single day, resulting in a total of 572 hours broadcast. What do you think about that,
how many
guys?
days is that? 23?
No, 30 days, 19 hours each day.
Child's play. I could do it.
I could do it
if I wasn't working.
Yeah.
If I wasn't working.
Yeah, I could do 22 hours. You know what, guys? I need a GoFundMe to help me quit my job so I can stream 22 hours a day, and I'm going to do that for 30 days and beat this guy's record.
All right, so I'm getting an ad right now for, what is this one here? Gamer Fuel. For Game Fuel, as I pull up this article. I want Bang to sponsor us, Jesus. We're going to drink every flavor of Bang.
No, I'm not a big fan of the Bang owner guy. He's an anti-vaxxer. I want Rain.
Oh, is he?
I want Rain.
Rain, yeah. The Monster Rain.
Rain, yeah. Previous streaming records included J Big's 569 hours and It's Armand's 566 hours, and then Edison Park's 541 hours and Ciceron's 506 hours. Now, some of the games Bodine played during the marathon were Red Dead Redemption 2, of course, Luigi's Mansion 3, Escape from Tarkov, Rocket League, Factorio, and Rainbow Six Siege. He also played the entirety of Death Stranding, taking just over 30 hours to finish it. So there you go.
Hey, I work 16 hours every Friday. I can do this standing on my head.
He said he spent months training for it, Gunny. He adjusted his circadian rhythm to let him
I've been doing it 3
hours of sleep he needed between streams to complete the 30 days. So there you go. There you
go. All right. I got my work cut out for me then. I'm already in shape. I'm ready to go. I'm going 600 hours.
Just pull an Amaranth and count all your streams of you playing with your animals and flashing the camera into the stream time.
Make some money doing that.
In more news, remember the story we told you guys about a congressman being arrested a few years ago? Well, there's a conclusion to that. A few years ago, United States Congressman got arrested. It was Representative Duncan Hunter. Well, now he's pleaded guilty in a federal court in Texas Tuesday to stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign funds. Among the illegal uses of those funds were plane tickets for his pet rabbits and video games from Steam. So this guy was even a bigger steamer than you guys, all right? He was a super steamer. Our story begins back in 2016 when Duncan D. Hunter, a Republican from California, was first questioned by investigators about how he managed to afford his family's lavish lifestyle. The San Diego Union Tribune reported that among the expenses in question were some $1,302 worth of Steam games. Since that time, Hunter's wife, Margaret Hunter, has also been implicated in the scandal. And so, yeah.
I wonder if she's a big steamer.
So,
I bet she is.
So, this here, as detailed in the indictment, the Hunters stole money from the campaign for items as inconsequential as fast food, movie tickets, and sneakers, and as trivial as video games, Lego sets, and Play-Doh, and as mundane as groceries, dog food, and utilities, and as self-indulgent as luxury hotels, overseas vacations, and plane tickets for their family pet rabbits, Egbert and Cadbury.
Sound like he's living the life. What's wrong with that? What kind of Republican is he? Come on.
According to the same press release, the maximum penalty in this case is 5 years in prison and $250,000 fine. So there you go. Or
you know what? Trump's gonna pardon him.
You think
it's all
so?
good.
I don't know. I mean,
oh yeah,
he did steal money.
He's a gamer. Leave him alone. He plays with toys.
Was it for him or for his kids, though, Gunny?
Yeah, or the wife. What did she do?
It's not like he bought drugs or anything like that, guys. Come on. Or gambled with
Then
it.
I would say. Yeah.
Although he might have got it returned if he gambled.
It's only $1,300. It's not like he spent like $50,000 on a gaming PC or something. That would have been a cooler story. Congressman spends $10,000 on a brand new gaming PC and they cannot run Red Dead Redemption 2 on Ultra.
I needed a new monitor.
But can it run
New
Crysis?
GPU.
Shit.
Memory.
The Elder Scrolls Legends development has been halted, Gunny. That's right. Bethesda announced that the new content development is on hold for the foreseeable future. So there you go. 3 years ago, Bethesda's Hearthstone, like the Elder Scrolls Legends, blah, blah, blah. Apparently it's just been halted. So there you go. Is it done? Is it over? You think it's done?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think there's still a player base for it, even though I don't play it anymore and never got too far into this MMO, but people still play it a lot. It's got its audience.
Do you think if it's enough of an audience?
Obviously
That
not.
I don't know.
They're pulling the Cyberpunk, or not the Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red on it. Cancel it.
You know how some people are? They'll play one MMO and then, things kind of fade out or they don't update it enough. And then eventually people become unhappy. They move on to the next MMO, if that's what they're into. Or whatever the next big thing is. That's why you got to keep your game updated. Like Ubisoft does. Not that they're MMOs, but you know what I'm saying. Like a Siege thing. Keep throwing stuff at it. New skins,
Expand
new
or die.
updates. Yeah. That's it.
Moving on to
That's the key right there.
more news. What is this news here? Oh, okay. Okay. So
What do you think about this?
So there's a movie coming out in July called Free Guy, which is a guy who's an NPC in the game. What?
that's unique though, isn't it? I've never heard of
That's
that.
a pretty unique
Shit.
movie take. Yeah, it says here that it's going to star Ryan Reynolds. He is a guy, and he's a bank teller that grows tired with his day-to-day life, constantly getting robbed. So he decides to take a fight back. Very quickly, he realizes he's actually an NPC in a video game, and from there, everything goes off the rails. It's actually pretty interesting.
Perfect for this role.
Yeah, you can see him. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. July 3rd, 2020 is the release date of the movie.
That's cool,
Free
man.
Guy.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool movie, right? Like an NPC in a GTA. Oh, look at this shit. It's a fucking another high-speed chase with a tank going down the street.
I'm willing to put money down that it's part of the Deadpool multiverse, though. If he
Think
breaks the
so?
fourth wall and realizes that he's in a game, just like Deadpool realizes that he's in a movie or a comic or video game, it's the same kind of shit.
I bet. Hey, how much
Yeah.
do you think like he's going to put on the Deadpool thing for a second, and Disney signs
Oh,
off
it's going
on
to make
it?
an appearance. He's going to get stabbed by, or mugged by somebody wearing the outfit or something like that.
Something like that, right? Yeah. And
Yeah.
Disney's going to be like, hold on a minute, depending on who's making this movie.
That's free advertising. They have to let him do it.
Yeah,
I guarantee you they will.
that would be awesome, man.
All right, Gunny. And
But it's got gunfire.
last piece of news I have for you here. If you're a Star Wars fan. Are you a Star Wars fan, Gunny? You Star Wars? Are you one with the Force?
I'm a Star Trek fan.
Wow.
I'm a Trekker.
You
We
can
ju-
be both.
We just lost
You
all
can
our
be two
listeners.
things.
We just lost all our listeners, damn it. Oh, great.
I'm a Star Wars fan. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, yeah, whoa. Is Mayo a Star
I
Wars?
like Star
Mayo,
Wars.
are you a Star Wars fan?
So.
Oh, my God. You guys. Gersham, are
Jesus,
you a
going
Star
down real
Wars
fast.
fan?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I read
Yeah.
almost half of the extended universe books back when I was a teenager.
Good stuff.
Loved that shit.
Well, you'll be happy to know that in conjunction with Star Wars The Rise of the Skywalker, on December 20th, the release date, EA and DICE have now announced that a new Star Wars Battlefront 2 edition that introduces new heroes like BB-8. There's going to be new locations, ships, appearances, and much more. This new Star Wars Battlefront 2 Celebration Edition will launch for the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on December 5th. That was 2 days ago. It's going to cost $40. And so, yeah, it features the base game and its available DLC to date, as well as the forthcoming Rise of the Skywalker content. The Celebration Edition also comes with all customization items acquirable through in-game purchases to date for free. Content released after December 20th is sold separately. In its history, Battlefront 2 owners can upgrade to the Celebration Edition for $25. So there you go, people. So there you go.
My question is it included on the Origin Premier Pass?
Yeah,
I would assume.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now because I have it.
Says here, base game includes all past and upcoming free updates as they release. More than 25 hero appearances, including 6 legendary appearances, plus 1 appearance each for Rey, Finn, and Kylo Ren, inspired by Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. More than 125 trooper and reinforcement appearances. More than 100 hero and trooper emotes and voice lines. And more than 70 hero and trooper victory poses. So all this content will launch December 17th, right before the movie comes out. And on top of this new content, this new expansion comes with a brand new jungle map, seen in the Rise of the Skywalker's latest trailer, 4 additional sequel-era reinforcements for both the First Order and the Resistance, new hero appearances, additional sequel-era maps such as Jakku and Starkiller Base, and much more. The jungle map won't be playable until December 20th, and so there you go. And January, you're going to introduce new capital ships and heroes, and new other ships and shit. BB-8 and his dark side counterpart, BB-9E, will also be playable in January as heroes for the Resistance and First Order. There you go, guys. You guys excited? All this Star Wars
I'm real curious about how playing BB-8 would work out.
Yeah, so do I. Wonder what his power is. Does he have a gun? What is he? You run people over? What are you gonna do?
Hopefully he's not as terrifying as Yoda.
Maybe in the movie, like it comes out like they attach a gun to him or something in the movie. We put the turret inside a BB. He's a fucking rolling laser now. He's a laser gun. He rolls around and shoots everything.
Laser ball.
BB-8 is a Jedi. He's one with the Force. He has a fucking lightsaber, guys. Woo! You guys excited? You excited, Gunny? You want to play some Star Wars?
I want to play Star Wars right now.
I'll check it out this week. I have it included in my Premier Pass, so.
On the 17th, man. On the 17th, it comes out. The content comes out. Actually, I really like Battlefront 2. I'm not going to lie. I play a lot of that game on the Xbox One. I just haven't touched it on the PC, but I really should get back into it. That game is really good.
It does look great in 4K. It's pretty.
Okay, move on. Oh, wait. I got one more piece of news here. Nope. Oh, wait, there's a new PS4 design? A new PS4, PSVR design? What?
I saw that.
Where, Gunny?
But I didn't click on it. Every one I keep seeing is the same exact one that looks like you lay down and put your head on top of it and it dries your hair. The dev kit. Is this what it's going to look like? This dev kit? That's the new PS5?
Dries your hair.
This looks like a lay down hair dryer.
Feature.
I can't see you putting your controller in there. Just how it has that V with the fans. I don't know.
Oh, that's the development
kit. Dust collector.
That's an actual. Those are actually real development kits that people have actually taken pictures of in the wild, dude. You talking about the dev kits for the PS5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what the dev kits look like. It's not what the box is gonna look like, but that's what the developers get.
Right. It'll probably look completely different than that. Probably just like something similar to the PS4.
If you look at the PS4's development kit, dude, it looked like a stereo, like an old stereo. It was like a rectangle, fucking weird looking box thing, dude. It looked like an old school boombox or something. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
you old people know.
Those are
about
pretty
that.
cool.
You old people know about that. That's all I have for news, guys. I thought there was some PSVR news, but I'm wrong. I can't find it. Oh, wait, guys, wait. For Gunny here. Gunny, one last thing for you, Gunny. This is literally the last thing
What is
for
it?
you.
Wait.
You can get yourself a brand new Xbox hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
An Xbox onesie hoodie thingy.
Limited time offer. They're back again, I saw.
Here, Gunny. Buy it right now in stock, Gunny. $84.99.
For that hoodie?
Where's a onesie hoodie thing?
A onesie hoodie. I don't want a onesie hoodie.
Why not?
You don't know that you want a onesie hoodie yet.
Well, maybe if I'm playing my Xbox, I have
Look at
to
this
have
onesie hoodie guy. The guy looks so comfortable. He has a pouch for his cell phone, and you have a pouch for your controller, and you have a hood. I don't know why you would be wearing a hood inside your house, but you have a hood inside.
Maybe it has speakers built into it, so it's like your headset.
Kind of like the Atari was going to have that hat.
I mean,
with the speaker built into it.
Wow! Look, it even
Xbox
has a
needs
pouch.
to do that so I can wear
They
that.
even thought about a pouch for your TV remotes. So you put your Xbox remote on one pouch, your TV remote on one pouch, your cell phone in another one. You got everything you need in life, Gunny. Everything you ever wanted.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. I'll be picking that up. Order that on Amazon.
100% polyester, Gunny.
Ooh. Does that come in like a light gray color?
Let me look here. You get there's green large, green small, green medium. All $84.99.
All right. Green it is.
Oh shit, they're out
Send
of
me
stock.
one,
Wait,
folks.
they're out of stock.
You know what to get me
already.
for Christmas now?
They're out of stock.
You know what I
Gunny.
want for
What
Christmas?
the fuck? How did they get out of stock so quick?
Damn. There's a lot of Xbox fans out there, baby.
Must be.
We rule the high console.
They're as big as
sector.
the big steamers. Just buy up. Guys, would you guys wear a Steam onesie?
No.
Come on, Mayo. You
Come
wouldn't
on.
wear
You
a
don't have
Steam
Steam
onesie?
stickers on your chest?
They're gonna have a pouch for your keyboard.
Gersham, you don't have a Steam tattoo anywhere?
No.
Let's say a pouch for a mouse. How about the mouse instead of the keyboard?
A pouch for your mouse.
Or you could do it like, the Japanese characters that have the sword on their back. You could just put the
I
keyboard
got
on your
Razer
back.
Pull
everything
the
over here.
keyboard. Oh my god, that'd be so badass, dude. You know what? We need Steam to come out with the onesie. We need Epic to come out with the onesie, and Xbox onesie, and then we need PlayStation to come out with the onesie, and then Nintendo, and then like 5 people
Then,
need to
you
show
know
up.
what?
No, and then 5
We're going to
people
all break dance
People need to show up to E3. Each of them wearing their
breakdance
onesie.
competition.
Like the Steam guy will have
Bring it back.
The Steam guy will have his RGB keyboard and his fucking mouse. The Epic guy will have his keyboard and shit too, and then the fucking
Xbox will have a controller, right?
The Nintendo guy will have
Yeah.
his Switch pouch.
No,
guys.
and the PlayStation guy will have his VR. Yeah.
The
you have a-
Nintendo guy would be carried like you carry a Switch. You have somebody carrying them.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Woo! Everyone gets a onesie. Why not? I'm sure there's
We
a
should
lot
all
of
have one.
steamers out
We
there
should
that-
all unite as gamers and get our own hoodies.
Onesie hoodies, Gunny. Onesie. Oh, Gunny, by
Y'all
the
should
way.
make a Horrible Gamers hoodie.
We
Or,
should make
not
a
hoodie.
onesie.
Yes, go to redbubble.com.
Get a onesie.
Thank
The
you for the
onesie?
plug.
I would need to find out if they do. We need to get them.
They
on
have
that.
kid onesies, I think.
No, they do.
Get your kid one right now, guys. Go on Revo. Search under Junior.
Gunny,
Uh-oh.
one quick thing that I wanted to
Nope.
tell you that I noticed right now. That the new Order 1886 is on sale for $4.99 on PlayStation. Go get it, Gunny.
It's in my cart.
Oh, okay.
I do have it in my cart. Thank you for mentioning that because I did look at that today and I went, "Ooh, that's going right in the shopping cart."
That's a really good
So
game.
I think that
It's short, but it's really good. It's like a... like a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen or something like that. Think of it like that.
Yeah,
And there's like werewolves.
just
and
look at
shit.
the art style from the cutscenes. It looks super interesting. And I know we've talked about it over the last few years,
Yeah, it's old.
and everybody loved it. Nobody hated it. So I thought, okay, I'm definitely picking that up. I wished Gran Turismo was on sale, but it's $20. It's not super expensive.
But still, it's kind of like.
What about Battleborn? I think it was like $8. But if it's too Dark Souls-y difficult, then I won't pick it up.
Nah. Don't get it.
I mean, it looks amazing, like art style and stuff, but I thought, I don't want to play something like where I thought, hey, check out this Surge game, right? And I think I bought it, or I played it on somebody's Steam Pass, and man, that game was hard as balls. And I was like, forget it, uninstall. I mean, it came to Game Pass, and I'm like, I just stay away from it.
They made a second version of that game, but I don't think it ever really had much.
Yeah, because it's basically Dark Souls with mechs, or mech style characters.
I have a question.
How's that?
On news, I just kind of briefly seen something today about Game Pass having like a deal where you can do it for like $0.05 a day.
Yeah, I signed up for that. I don't know how that works. I think they fucked up the pricing.
Because that's like $1.50 a month.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
I'm just curious if it does a $5 or 5-cent debit every day.
That's what I was wondering too, because it says on there when I signed up for it, it's like, hey, you're now on a renewed subscription thing, 5 cents a day. I was like, wait a minute, does that really mean just go to like charge you
a nickel every time?
Fucking 5
you can look at your bank account, and every day it's gonna be a 5-cent withdrawal.
Yeah, just like a 5 cent.
Like you'd barely notice it though.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
But then in a week, your bank will probably block it because they think it's some kind of
some fucking hacker thing going on here.
you want 5 cents a day out of your account.
Yeah. I don't know.
It could have just been advertising style thing, but it only takes it out once a month. Yeah. For less, so they probably worded it something where it should have been less than 10 cents, so it's only 5 cents, which equals $1.20.
Holy shit, guys! Big news, guys. All right. Since our guy here, he likes Star Wars. Mayo loves Star Wars.
Listening.
But guys, do you like Fortnite? Maybe not. But listen, next week, exclusively on December 14th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, in Fortnite the game, in the theater location. I don't know where the fuck it's at. The film is in theaters, or the Fortnite theater inside the fucking game. They're going to show an exclusive scene from the movie before it comes out in theaters. In Fortnite. How the fuck did Fortnite get Disney to agree to this? That's how big they still are. Fucking A. Holy shit.
Oh, they got... Well, they've had some things from Disney in the past.
Well,
or
no,
Marvel
they're going
stuff.
to get an exclusive clip, dude. Like, no one else in the world has seen a clip from the movie besides the trailers. And these guys are going to get a clip from the fucking film in the game.
When you're the number one game trending for the last year, of course you are.
Also, there is some sort of appearance from J.J. Abrams to be expected in that game as well. During that event. Next week, 2 p.m., December 14th. Set your calendars, people. December 14th. 2 p.m. next Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, so that's 11 a.m. for us, Gunny. Let's go. We're going to be on Fortnite.
I'll be on Fortnite. I'll be on. I won't be playing it. I'll just be waiting.
Be standing at the theater.
I'm gonna keep dying.
We're just here to watch this. We're not here to kill nobody. We're just here to watch this.
Well, that's the thing on Facebook we seen. It showed two characters, and one was shooting, and the other one was hiding in a bush. That's Gunny. He's over hiding in the bush and letting you do all the work.
I am the bush.
Guys, we're just hiding. We're just sitting here. We're gonna just sit.
I'm wearing the bush costume.
This. You guys, that's kind of cool, right? Like having like a cool little Star Wars event thing.
Yeah, that is pretty neat.
They've
done that before too, where
I think that's really cool. Actually,
they've had Yeah.
That's in Fortnite, though, guys. That's for you Fortniters. I know that our big steamer friends here don't like the Epic, but guys, you may have to do this to watch the Star Wars clip. Okay. Just do it. Just do it, guys.
You know what? You know what, big steamers? Big steamers, go on your phones, okay? This will keep your PC free of that filth.
I'm sure lots of people are going to be streaming this.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Somebody will be streaming it. I'll just watch the stream.
Just go watch Ninja or something. He'll be streaming it or some shit, you know what I mean? Maybe someone will be streaming it. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for news. We brought you the big hitting news this week from Star Wars getting new content, Star Wars being shown inside Fortnite, Fortnite being the best game ever made, and we brought you all the news from, what else did we bring you? We brought you the news from the congressman going, pleading guilty, and streamers setting world records. All the news, only here at Horrible Gamers is where you're going to hear that type of news. Only here. Only here. Let's go, Gunny. Community
Only
question
exclusive.
World premiere.
News.
The Xbox guy. World premiere. Console launch exclusive. I always laugh at who the fuck is that guy that recorded those lines. I wonder if he thought it was going to be used that much. He's probably like, fuck, I should have asked him for more money. They use those fucking lines every damn show. Oh, fuck. All right, moving on now. Community questions. Let's go.
Wait, we got the high console corner section. The high console corner section, guys. This is called the console corner. This is my baby right here. Don't you mess with it. All right, check it out. I thought I'd take this opportunity to throw a little shade on the consoles this time.
Oh my god! Wow.
All right, I was actually saving an article. Well, it wasn't an article, but it was something this week that I saw that I wasn't too happy with.
Okay.
Maybe it was last week where Phil Spencer talked about no VR for the next console, or did we talk about that already?
No, we haven't.
I don't remember.
We haven't talked about it.
Huh?
No.
Anyway, so yeah, of course Phil's talking about, we need no VR for the next console because nobody's asking for it, right? I was asking for it. How about that? Okay, little old me over here wanting to stay in that ecosystem on the Xbox, hoping that it would have some kind of VR for Scarlet, but oh no. Phil said it's isolating, and he thinks of games as a communal kind of together experience. We don't believe in that over here in Xbox land. None of our fans are asking for VR, man. You can go over to Steam, you can go over to PlayStation VR. How about that? But yeah, so I was a little sad by that news actually, because I was really hoping for some, to hear something exclusive from Microsoft, as far as VR, and and they did kind of unveil that at E3. What was that, 2016? E3, I believe it was.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna have some VR, man, for the next consoles, but nope, that's not gonna happen now.
Yeah.
So I'm sad. Hey, but that's why I bought the PlayStation. That's why I'm getting my PSVR. Moving over to the other console. That's right. But speaking of that, I got to throw down some equal shade here.
Oh, wow.
Even for PlayStation.
Okay.
All right. That is. Do you remember? I think it might have been. Oh, it was when the Xbox One was first announced at the E3, whatever year that was, 2014 or some shit, 13, and they really kind of screwed up that one. And then I remember PlayStation coming on, announcing their PlayStation 4 and how awesome it's going to be, and everybody loved it. But the one thing I didn't like was their announcement for that Shenmue 3 game. Yeah, that's right. The devs came on for that, and we're going to make it. I don't know where we're going to get the money, but we're going to make it. And like the Sony ponies like lost their freaking minds. Yeah. Right? I mean, they were throwing up, their firstborns and everything and their life savings on the stage. So, I don't know. People were just crying and screaming with how much they love PlayStation and how awesome it's going to be. But then Shenmue 3 comes out last month? Nobody played it. Nobody played it. What the hell?
I thought
this was going to set the world on fire.
It doesn't look good, and it seems like a long, very fucking long game. You know what I mean?
Is it one of those games? I never played 1 and 2, which were on Xbox, but I
Motherfucker,
never.
the fucking ad that I saw for it said, play a game where you can explore the entire world, every building, you can go into every single building in the game, and it says, have a part-time job. Why the fuck would I want a part-time job in the game? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want a part-time job.
Yeah, you can go play Death Stranding and get a full-time job.
Yeah.
I played Death Stranding. They got one part-time job game already. Why would I want another one, damn it? I don't know. That's fucking crazy to me.
Don't you drive a forklift around, or you can serve ice cream? I mean, doesn't that sound exciting to you?
No,
I mean,
that sounds like work to me. That's like a typical Mayo day.
You're right. That's a work job.
I don't know. I don't even know what the hype was about.
It isn't. It's got a love story to it, but yeah, I think that kind of irked me too. You know that. Oh my gosh, this is why we're fully vested in the PlayStation world. Is this anybody? I want the Shenmue 3. And then of course Sony kind of comes back. Of course we're gonna pay for it. Yeah, we're gonna help. Sure. Yeah. I don't think they did by looking at what what actual game became of. But either way, I will be playing it. It's just not in my wheelhouse to play games, but that irked me. That's my equal shade on both of those damn consoles. Yeah. So, but go get your free games on these things. Your Titanfall 2, Monster Energy Supercross, your PlayStation. I forgot. What did we have for Xbox One? I think we had our Insane Robots and Toy Story 3 still for the first half of the month for your
I believe so.
Xbox. Yeah. All right. Now, I think it's time for community questions.
Whoa, Gunny. Whoa. Breaking news, guys. Play the breaking news sound. Breaking news. Guys, there's an I Am Jesus Christ video game coming out.
Yeah.
I Am Jesus Christ.
Please.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. You got to play this?
No. Isn't it a sin to portray God or something like that? I mean, yeah. It's going to get so much controversy. He said to be like
him. It's in the Bible.
So much controversy.
I mean, Christian basic. It's just Christ-like. That's what the word literally means. So if anything, this is probably a sacrament.
So you're gonna be able to cure the blind, calm storms, and make fish appear where fish were not.
Be a fisher of men. Sure.
Jesus Christ. So you're going to be playing as, Gunny?
I'm going to be kicking some Satan butt.
Exclusively on Steam.
Yeah, the actual fighting Satan part sounds fucking awesome.
Fight Satan.
Yeah. Can't wait to see the combat.
Did you guys see the trailer?
I'll be using the force on his ass.
That music in the trailer, I can just already see people walking into like churches and like making videos with that music. I feel like this is the new trailer for Jesus Christ video game.
You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I think I'm gonna be the first one to make that mod for the Darth Vader sound when he walks in the door to the church. I just thought of that. I was like, wait a minute, this needs a mod. See if I get banned on Twitch or something. I don't know.
There's so many mods for this fucking game. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a lot of pissed off people. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of pissed off people, but whatever. Maybe Kanye West will do the soundtrack for it since he's all religious now.
Oh yeah,
Kanye West is all. Did you see him on the TV?
People would play that.
Didn't you see him on TV with that big mega church pastor? He was like on TV talking about how he's all about Jesus Christ now. And he says
I forgot his name.
Yeah. Joel Osteen or Osteen?
Joel Osteen, yep.
Or Osteen.
Yeah, he's on Sunday morning.
Mega church guy or whatever. Yeah, Kanye West was on stage with him, dude, talking about how he's all about Jesus Christ now, and now that's what his music represents is Jesus now.
I saw that last Sunday. Yeah, he was on there with him.
Yeah, listen to Kanye West from now
Amen.
On, guys. Amen, brother. Woo! Let's go. Community questions.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go. Now.
Let's do it. All right. And our first community question comes from Ryan Gibson. Hey, we know you. What do you guys think of the new Darksiders game? He thinks it's a Stadia exclusive until February.
Yeah.
He wants to know if we'll be checking it out. It's a Darksiders meets Diablo, and he's hyped for the game. I
myself am not very excited. I haven't really played too much of the Darksiders franchise at all, so I'll pass on it.
It's just because it's not on Steam? Wow, Mayo.
It's on Steam. Oh, man, it's on Steam.
Is it? I was watching
I own a couple of them, and I never even played them.
Is Mayo salty?
Yeah, let's see if it's on there.
Stadia, exclusive to Stadia.
Yeah, that's what it was. Exclusive to Stadia. Yep.
No, and Mayo is not salty because it's exclusively on Stadia.
Also, it's $10 more expensive on Stadia.
No, it shows here release date December 5th.
No, it says here. Okay. So it costs $40 on Stadia, right? But right now, if you pre-order on Steam, it only costs you $25.50. and if you pre-order on PlayStation, Gunny, it only costs $29.99 to pre-order. So
yeah.
Wow, I just can't believe that they would do that to Stadia. That publisher is so fucked up. THQ.
We can let Evan buy it and play it.
It says here THQ would not respond to Polygon for any comment on the pricing. That's so fucked up though, right? Like release a brand new game on a brand new platform but make it full price and then be like, don't worry, the rest of you people that haven't bought into this platform, you all can get the game in 3 months, but you get a discount too. You get $20, $15 off, guys. That's so fucked up. Well, I guess. Moving on now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next question.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna go check that out because I only watched a little bit of it from a stream. But yeah, if it's Diablo-esque, I'm all for it. All right, next one comes from Brian Tulp Jr. And he says, I cannot believe no one said they wanted to be on Space Force last week. Is that because we forgot about it, the old Space Force?
Of course. The fuck, bro. Of course we forgot about it.
We did.
I did not even remember Space Force was a fucking thing until you brought it up today. I was like, what the fuck? Space Force is a thing.
I was getting ready to ask what it is.
What is it?
Space Force, motherfucker. You got military.com, United States Space Force.
Right, that's the thing that Trump talked about.
The newest military branch, right? I
don't know. He was talking about toilets today, so I don't know.
It says here, on August 29, 2019, the Pentagon activated U.S. Space Command. Sounds like it was like a list of Buzz Lightyear shit. Space Command. It says it's a new U.S. combatant command led by Air Force General John J. Raymond, intended to serve as a precursor for U.S. Space Force. So there you go. Yes.
I know that sometimes that, that they will, Air Force will release, whatever, they'll shoot up their rockets, and then they, they're pretty hush-hush about stuff like that. But it could be the Hammer of Dawn, man. They're going to release.
What if they're building the Hammer of Dawn? What if they have the Hammer of Dawn?
That would be sick, wouldn't it?
I mean, would it be sick? It's kind of dangerous to have a fucking laser from the sky that can shoot down them.
Just tell that country, you better behave or
motherfuckers, we got a Hammer of Dawn, bitches.
I'm thinking Gears of 5, man. Yeah.
That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be. I wouldn't doubt it, though. Someone has a Hammer of Dawn, I bet you. It's not just a video game thing. Someone has one. It's probably America.
Ooh.
Maybe it's maybe it's North Korea. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. That could just be where they're all putting all their resources. China has it.
One giant laser in the sky.
All that American money they get for the cars,
Yeah.
All right, Brian has another question. Let's see. He says, have you ever watched a show and then thought, I can do that better? And have you tried that and did it and got much better, or did it look like you nailed it? I think that's what he's asking. Like something you've seen in a show that you could do better.
The show, or does he mean like something on a show?
No, I'm assuming he's
like on a show.
I'm assuming he's meaning something like a fucking cooking show or like a baking show. Like, we're baking a cake today, and they're doing the cake bake off thing, and then they're like, you're I can make a cake that's better than that. And then you try baking the cake.
Yeah, my wife actually watches that show. It's called Nailed It. I think it's on Netflix. I've had them walk into the room.
It's a pretty cool show to watch.
Oh yeah,
like,
Nailed
It. Like a sculpture, and they have to replicate it the best they can.
I watched that show too. No, not really, man. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do that you think you're better than a TV show? Everything done on a TV show is for entertainment. You can't really do that shit in real life sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the one that what was that Japanese TV show where they have to run a gamut or a course?
Something castle. Fuck.
Yeah, and that show was on for the longest time. Who knows? It might still be on like 25 years later. And it's sometimes it's funny and it's silly, and some people wear
Takeshi's
costumes.
Castle.
Yeah, and they've made different iterations of it and stuff. And I always thought, like, probably even now, I think even in the shape that I'm in, I always think, man, I can do that. I can do that much better.
You think that you can until you get up there and you're like, you see the shit coming at you and you just don't time it right. And
I see some big giant ass hand coming at my face.
You fucking off the
knock me into the water. I'm in pretty good shape, though. I think I could just
But you're right. That show is always funny when you're like, that was going so slow. I could have done that. You could have jumped over that little obstacle thing, and it's like, yeah, you think you could until you're there.
I used to love that show because you'd see some scrawny ass little Japanese dude, and he's got this shit-eating face.
They have the.
He's so confident, and he's like, "I'm gonna win every medal."
Yeah, and then they have like the dubbed over voices.
Yeah.
This guy comes from fucking Okinawa, and he's here to fucking blah, blah, blah. He says he wants to get married if he wins. And they're like, all right, let's see what he does.
Yeah, that's him.
And they're just making fun of him the whole way through. Look at him. Is he going to make it across this?
American guys.
And boom.
They did the voices,
he didn't make it. Or they have to go up the little, like, the hill, and the balls are coming down. And you have to, like, run and hide on the side real quick, like Indiana Jones style. And they throw these, like, fucking ball things down the thing. And you have to keep running up the thing and going to the sides. Yeah, that show's fucking cool, man. I love watching that shit.
Jesus, that was the show you watched on Saturday night, and then it was Cops for 2 episodes. Yeah. Then you went back. If you stayed up late enough, right, and you weren't that drunk, you get to watch more of that show.
That show was good. Takeshi's Castle, or Takeshi's Castle. Yeah. Everyone knows what we're talking about, except for Mayo, because he doesn't watch TV.
Yeah, exactly.
I have not seen that, Mayo. It's like Wipeout. You seen Wipeout?
Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah,
I've only watched a little bit of that.
Wipeout or
see, I thought you were talking about Wipeout at first.
It's Wipeout, but it's the original Wipeout. It's like the Japanese, like back in the 90s or whatever.
90s,
Like it was a Japanese show, and then Wipeout was what it became when it came to America. They didn't want to call it Takeshi's Castle or whatever, so they renamed it to Wipeout. But it's really good.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
Yeah.
Let's see. Our next one from Nipron, Jonathan Arcelo. He wants to know if we think Horizon Zero Dawn 2, God of War 2, and Spider-Man 2 will ever happen.
Yes. But Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and God of War 2 and even Spider-Man 2 will not be called 2.
They'll have some kind of title.
They're not going to be calling it God of War
actually, no,
2.
on the contrary. On the contrary, I think since Sony purchased the Spider-Man from, who was it that made that? Whatever the developer that they purchased.
What?
But I think that it'll just be, it will be Spider-Man 2. I think that's what they'll call it.
No.
Even though we've had Spider-Man 2s in the past.
No. They're going to call it Spider-Man something subtitle. Something. Spider-Man Gone Home.
Spider-Man
again.
semicolon.
Gone Home
ellipsis,
again.
exclamation mark.
God of War. The kid is a teenager now. Horizon Zero
God of War
Dawn.
Puberty Edition.
Horizon Zero Morning. We're going from dawn to morning, guys. Woo! Innovation.
Just go through every
Horizon
fucking
Zero
stage
Evening.
of the day.
All nighttime HDR.
Horizon Zero Day. every
Horizon
new day.
Zero Afternoon Tea.
Just keep fucking changing the time of
It's
day.
just an overcooked clone in the Horizon universe.
Yeah, I definitely agree, but they're not going to be Call number 2s. And not even Spider-Man. I think you're wrong, Gunny. But we'll see. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
That's the only one that I can think of that will just have a 2 at the end of it.
That sounds very lame. Just putting a 2 on things is very lame. Right? It's not innovative.
Yeah. I mean, we've had Spider-Man 2 a couple different times already, just over the years of different.
Yeah. How many Spider-Man
console
2s
probably
has there
dating-
been? There's been lots of fucking Spider-Man 2s. You don't want another Spider-Man 2. You want a Spider-Man something. Spider-Man fucks up sand guy. Whatever.
I think it'll still sell like crazy.
Sand guy sounds pretty scary.
Sand guy is pretty scary.
Yeah. He's made of sand. Be careful. You get scratched.
Shit. Next question, Gunny. Next question.
All right. Let's see. Jonathan Hall. GFNG. What's up? He said he wants to know if we saw that player count spike when Titanfall 2 went free to play on PlayStation.
No.
Yes. For one day, guys. One day that count went up.
One day.
Now it's back to the original 300 players.
They uninstalled it.
In one of them.
No,
Everyone wants to
nah, it's a good game.
Nah.
I saw he put on Twitter, it might have been at 40,000. That was a lot. That was a lot of people playing that old game with an amazing campaign. So if you haven't played Titanfall 2, single player campaign is really good. Plus multiplayer.
Yeah. They stole some ideas from that Titanfall 2 campaign to use in that Star Wars game. Hint.
Yes.
Hint. Ooh. Next question.
All right, next one. Back to Brian again. He has a serious question for you guys. For us. It's a real life question.
Ooh.
He wants to know, how many times do you try something before you just say, fuck it? I gave it my best, my all. Give it your best shot before you just call it quits.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a specific task, I don't know that it's the amount of times that I try so much as it is how much time do I spend trying.
Yeah.
Because I'll bang my head against the wall for 4 hours if I think it's worth it.
Yes.
But
yeah,
you know, if it's some little fiddly thing, you know, I might give it 5-10 minutes.
I'm just like, fuck this.
Yeah. No.
Hey,
if it's something that nobody gives a shit about, you just want to just like, you know, fiddle with something for a little bit and, you know, whatever. But I mean, if it's something serious, I'll put a few good hours into it at a minimum.
Oh, yeah, let's say if it was like, let's take it into sports. Say baseball. Let's say we're all trying to learn baseball, and we're trying to learn how to hit the ball perfectly. How long would you dedicate to that?
If I have nothing else to do, I'll do it until basically my arms fall off. Until I get to the point where I've injured myself, or, you know, there's no fucking sunlight.
That's true. See,
you know,
that's the problem with this question.
I'll stop for lunch.
Yeah, this question is hard because he says in real life, and in real life, I think it's different for each of us. And you're right. I think if it's a small thing, I don't give a fuck. But if it's something that I really want to do, I'll just keep doing it until I figure it out.
Yeah, you know, it really does depend on what it is too. It's because there are some things like you can actually go into literally physically small things, and you know, like putting a watch together, taking a watch apart.
Yeah.
I probably would give up after about an hour. Because
and not return to it? Or I mean, I guess probably. So I mean, would you?
I don't know. I guess if it was a fun, you know, a fancy ass Rolex or some shit, maybe. But you know, I wouldn't really do a lot with it at that point. I mean, because little irritating shit like that,
But let's say if it is like the expensive watch, right? So, but let's say there's that option to take it to the watch dealer, but you really want to do it yourself. I mean, is it just like, is it an hour? Is it 3 times before you say screw it, and give up and go to the deal, or go to the actual repair shop? Just speaking specifically on something like that.
I myself, I would grind it out. I would research. I would be online watching videos, looking up any information I could while I was at work, while I could. And then, no, I would like do it on my breaks at work. If it's something like I will obsess over something. If it's bugging me and I want to get it done, I will dive deep into it, and I won't do anything else until I find the answer that I'm looking for. Like, I will just continue to tinker with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. If the repair shop charges $10 to put it back together, I value 3 hours of my free time much higher than $10. So there's definitely an opportunity cost when you're talking about stuff like this, because you're weighing your next best option versus banging your head on a wall doing whatever the task is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then there's also that thing of pride, I guess, in the way that, I guess, where I'm thinking as far as...
I have no pride and no shame.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right.
So I guess the biggest thing like I can relate to is, like, say it's like a computer thing and there's something I'm wanting to do on the PC and I don't quite understand it. I will grind and look up and watch videos, and I will watch and study it until I figure it out.
And speaking of that, Mayo, where now I'm old man Gunny, I don't have as much, pride and shame and all these things, where now I have, maybe it's just the more confidence thing, where I felt like I busted out the old iPad, and boom, it was call you on Discord, call you on Skype, call wherever I can, make those phone calls, get on there with Jesus and Ryan and everybody. I need help. All right. Because I tried twice and I failed.
How do I turn this TV on? How do I get this rig to work?
Stared at it for 5 minutes and didn't do nothing. Fix it.
Fucking Gunny. I love you, man.
God, I just remember, I still think back to that time when I feel like I was still, fresh doing, no, it was more like even a year into the show where we put up notes for the show, and so my ass on this PC downloaded the Facebook app, because I just didn't know, like, you can actually pull it up on a Chrome browser and it's like 1,000 times easier to use and maneuver and everything else. And never use that fucking app, I'll tell you. Don't use apps on the PC for things like that. And I couldn't copy and paste, and but I'm glad that I got through that humiliation of just, what am I doing wrong, man? So it doesn't take much for me to just say, I give up, I need help. Not anymore. So that's mine. Yeah. What about you, Jesus? Did you already say?
No, I'm just, in general, I like to fuck with things and take things apart and build them back together. I'm really big about that. And even the other day, when my computer did the same fucking thing it did months ago, and Mayo told me what to do, like take out my graphics card and fucking reset the Cosmos and all that fucking garbage you do when your fucking PC fucks up. And I somehow remembered all of it, Mayo. Like, it was off the top of my head. I'm like, nice. All right, what did I do? I pull this fucking thing off of here. I did this, and I just started fucking yanking everything out of there. So, I pulled out the battery, and I restarted everything, and at first I thought I fucked it up. I'm like, oh, great, I fucked it up. Oh, I need to buy a new computer. Oh, fuck this.
I was going to get a phone call.
and then
there was a fire.
Somehow, it
First question.
Just ended up working.
First answer.
It just ended up working. I was like, holy shit, I fixed it. And it was just me fucking my computer up because I was trying to overclock the CPU, and I just went a little too nuts with it. This is the exact same thing happened the first time, I think. So I knew kind of what I did. So I was like, at least I know how to fix this, I think. And it worked. It worked. But yeah, in general, I like to build things and stuff, which is what I do at work all day, is just build things. So, yeah. Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Let's see. Big McLarge Huge over there on the Discords.
Big McLarge Huge.
Question from him. Thoughts on Halo Reach on PC? That's Gersham. You played that on the PC?
It's
Talked about
better
that?
than I remember it back in the day, honestly. Like the graphics are improved. There's no aim assist, so you don't have to worry about, some snot-nosed 12-year-old coming in and just, being able to barely dodge your shots and then hit you every single time in the head. I will say that there is a tendency, if they can, to spawn camp, so I'm glad that the spawns are kind of random now. But it'll happen 2 or 3 times, and they'll just kind of snap to exactly where you are. But other than that, it's a shit of fun. I haven't had that much fun gaming.
I need to download this.
It's so good. I haven't had that much fun playing a multiplayer shooter like that. God, since like June or July. It's been a few months. It's good shit. It brought everybody back to the Liberty Gamers server, all playing the same game. Like we were kind of slowing down, and just brought everybody together. It's one of those good team games, or shit talking games. It's good shit. Highly recommend.
Yeah, good deal, man.
Nice.
All right, and the last one we have is from MechMud over on Discord, and he wants us to say Irish wristwatch 3 times as fast as you can. Irish wristwatch. Go.
Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
Irish
Fuck, that's
Irish
hard.
wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Irish
wristwatch. Irish
Wrist.
wristwatch. Can't really say it fast.
You can't.
Yeah,
Mayo.
you can't. It's
Faster.
Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch.
Faster, man.
That was too
Yeah, it's
slow.
hard.
You're Irish. You got to get this
No.
one. How the hell could you not get it?
It's not that fucking hard.
Irish wristwatch.
You're fucking failing.
Wristwatch.
Know what you're doing, Mayo?
That's hard.
Know what the hell you're doing? I don't know. I'm just trying to do it's a bad accent. How about that? How about we're
That
finished
sounds
with
like that
questions?
sounds like your Australian accent, Gunny.
Damn it. I'll be going there next
Is
year.
his
I'll be going back to
accent
Sydney,
not
mate.
good?
I'm gonna go back there as long. I don't
You going to Sydney?
going to
again?
Sydney. I'm gonna going to Sydney. Go there for 2 weeks, right?
Going for
Then
2 weeks?
then I'll be going on a trip to the Outback.
Oh.
I got to take a plane out there, and I'll be going.
Oh.
There won't be no crocodiles out there, apparently. I don't know if they have those out in the desert. It's on fire
Probably
right now,
not.
I think. So they just got those fires out, so it's too hot right now. Anyway,
They got them killer
last
spiders
time I was
over
there, I
and
died.
snakes.
Almost died of dehydration. Ended up in the hospital.
Gunny, you should
gotta
go on
remember that.
vacation somewhere where there's
Are
no
you going to
fire.
visit the Principality of Hutt River?
Hmm?
Are you going to visit the Principality of Hutt River when you go to?
Where is
Australia?
that?
It's in Western Australia.
Hmm.
It's a micronation. Through a quirk of the Constitution of Australia, this guy was able to secede from Australia successfully because they didn't dispute it for like 2 years when he did it. He declared independence,
Wow.
and they were like, "Okay, sure, good job." And now he's the prince of like these 40 acres of land that him and his neighbors own.
Wow, is it sort of Aborigine style type thing going on?
No, it's
Or something
no,
separate?
It's a I guess a white Australian guy. He's just he was like a corn farmer or a wheat farmer or something like that, and they wanted him to not grow crops one year in the 70s, and he said fuck that, and then he did it for the next 4 years despite their ban on production.
Damn.
And he sold it, and they didn't stop him, but he also didn't pay taxes or fines on it. So one year somebody came back and said, "Hey, you're going to have to pay all your back due fines on this," and he said, "No, I declare I'm going to declare independence," and they're like, "Oh, ha ha ha, okay." And apparently apparently Australia doesn't give a damn. And 2 years later, they came back and they were like, "Hey, we're still noticing that you're growing and you're selling and you're not paying us." And he's like, "Yeah, because I'm a separate country. This is the Principality of Hutt River. Here's our Declaration of Independence. You guys didn't force us according to the UN and your own Constitution. We're a country now, so they're legally recognized by Australia as a country.
That's a cool country.
Yeah, you can become a citizen for like $40.
Sweet. They don't have guns over there. That's why.
I think they have 22s and air rifles and shit like that.
Gotta kill them crocs somehow, eh?
Game.
Yeah.
That's a bad one. Become a citizen in that place.
One of my favorite comedians was an ambassador there, or something like that, for the state of New York, technically.
Yeah. Prince
like
Ian.
The UN.
Like
Prince Ian is the leader of the place. And
shout out to our Australian listeners out there, eh?
And it says that only 30 people live there full time, but it has around 13,000 worldwide citizens.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
The guy who founded it passed
Prince
13th
Ian.
February.
Oh, that must have been King.
No, Casely. I don't know if it's Ian. Is it Eden Casely?
All I know it says it's
Yep.
Prince Ian. Yeah, it's crazy. That's pretty cool, man. See, in America, somebody tries to do that, they would just like send in the Marines and just fucking invade your country.
It wouldn't go
you
that
got
far.
oil
They would
in
just
your
arrest
country.
Shoot everybody.
invasion.
You got oil in that country. We're going in.
I'm declaring independence over here in Petaluma, California.
Yeah, fucking right, Gunny.
This is my apartment complex. I already got one river. I'm gonna build the river. I'm gonna dig it up so there's gonna be a river around the whole complex. This will be my fortress.
Anyways, guys and girls,
We're done.
I think it's time to be finished with the show. Gersham, why don't you tell people where we could find you, and what do you do?
Let's see. I am on Liberty Gamers, both on the Facebook as an admin and on the Discord, which you can go get to through the Facebook. I am on Twitch as the Gersham because there's another Gersham somewhere out there not doing shit with it. I have a Twitter, but I don't use that shit, so don't try to find me there. And I am on YouTube. I have like 30 seconds of video up right now on at Gersham Games. So yeah, you can check that out. Liberty Gamers actually has a pretty wide network of streamers. We've got Libertarian 05 and ANCAP Gamer are our biggest guys. ANCAP Gamer is actually pretty big. He knows a lot of celebrities and musicians, and he gets to talk and hang out with them in a lot of his streams. It's pretty cool shit.
Cool. Are you guys the
Nice.
group Libertarian PC Gamers?
That's us. We also have a tabletop gamers page and group, and we have a console gamers page. And we're real close knit with ANCAP Gamers, which is not specifically just for PC. They do everything.
Nice. Awesome. Looking that up now.
Same here.
Great. Hey guys, go out to Xbox, my favorite place. On the Xbox and Steam under Gunny Chief. Over on the PlayStation, HGP space Gunny. On that Epic, Gunny Chief. Where do we find you, Mayo?
You're gonna find me first and foremost on Steam, but you're gonna find me on Origin and all that good stuff as the Mayo one, and then on Discord I'm just plain old Mayo. So yep, just old Mayo from Ohio.
People, you can find me on Xbox Live, Gamertag, Jesus Walks Out on the PlayStation Network, Jesus Walks Out on the Steam Machine, Jesus Walks Out on Epic, Jesus Walks Out on everything. I'm Jesus motherfucking Walks a Lot. Woo!
Yeah.
And find me on Mixer, Jesus Walks Out. Find me, the Jesus, on this show next week. Next week, people, we'll be back.
We're here.
Game of the Year show is coming up soon, so we got to start doing the polls for all the Game of the Year shit and all that good stuff. Find us, people. Find us.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
We love you.
In your podcasting platform of choice. Thank you to Stitcher. Horrible Gamers is the promo code. Sign up for them. Premium. Get a free month. Thank you to Redbubble. Thank you to Gersham. Thank you to Mayo.
Thank you.
Roger, Dasher.
Thank you, Mayo.
Yes, well, thank you for
Thank you, Gunny.
having me on.
All hail Mayo.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Gunny.
Thank you.
And I guess Jesus, too. Yeah. Why not?
Big steamers don't like us there, Gunny.
The big steamer's up top.
Do you notice how on the screen we're on the right side, at least on my screen? You know.
Oh,
you
my
guys are on the
screen, you
wrong
guys
side.
are high. You guys are high up there with those high frame rates. You're at the very
I'm
top.
on the bottom right.
He's on the top right for
mine.
me, and you're on the left of me, Mayo.
Mayo, stay in your lane.
Yeah. That's what Eric Smith, stay in your lane. Bye, people. We love
right.
you. We'll see you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. We're fucking out of here. We're out of here. Goodbye.
Mayo.
Bye.
Mayo,
So-
what did it say?
Brush your teeth and go to bed.
Peace
What
out,
did
Brussels
it say?
sprouts. Bye.
Yeah!
Check.
Thank you, 5.
5, 4. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 286. Being recorded on fuck that up, didn't I? Said November.
October 31st. Halloween special.
5, 4.